Hey,
Hey,
g'day guys. How's it going?
Tonight we got
on?
Shane over here with us from WestOzAdventures. He's hanging out, joining us. Um, we're gonna kick back, hang out, and show off a little bit of Shane's finds that he had over the last, I don't know, what, couple of years.
Yeah. 5 years. I think I've been prospecting now.
Sweet.
That's
5
awesome.
years.
G'day guys. G'day Vendetta Prospecting. Joey, how's it going?
We got them pulling charts on us tonight. Uh-oh. We call cheers is charts in our group.
Oh, what? So when they say that, we got a drink.
Yeah.
In a sense, yes.
That could be dangerous. I better take it easy. G'day Reg, how's it going? Johnny.
See, Mark Miller's in the house here tonight too.
Yes,
Mark.
Mr. Madman Mark Miller in the house, guys. All right. Heath in the house.
Nine Finger Mining, how you doing?
Drink.
Oh, we got
what is
Alaska
this?
in the house.
Did we come here to get drunk?
No, you don't have to drink when they say drink. No.
But we will.
Mike's that way. Oh, a bunch of good guys in here getting in. Come on in, guys. There's him
G'day,
calling it.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Heavy Meadow Detective. G'day.
That's Colin.
You got a few people here. Back Road
We
Hill.
got a back road in here.
Back roads in tonight. Awesome. Glad to have you in here.
Eternal Focus to North Carolina. Hello.
We got some of the finest moderators in here because we got Reg Lab there, and everybody know he is the one and only moderator for Dan Hurd.
Yeah, right. That's handy with the moderator in here.
We got Dan Hurd's moderator in the house. You didn't know that, did you, Shane?
Well, I might get moderated, so I better be careful.
Shane's wanting to holler at Dan anyway.
No problem, Johnny Small Pepper.
I seen where Dan's down here in Georgia with the crystal collector. Him and Polly. They're down in the lower states right now.
But yeah, I will warn everybody prior to when we're going to start showing off some nuggets because trust me, there has to be a warning.
Yeah. We'll give you guys a warning. I should have grabbed the shirt.
I can go grab mine quick.
Yeah, they're nice pieces, some of them, what I've got left. Anyway, I sold a 30 grammer the other day, unfortunately, but hey, it's Christmas time and that's what you got to do.
You got to pay the bills, right?
Yeah. Can't keep it all. I wish I could. I mean, if I could keep all the gold I found, I'd have quite an impressive pile to show you guys.
Oh, I believe it. I've been watching your videos for close to like 4 years. You found some really awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Shane, how far are you traveling to go find these nuggets from where you're usually located? I mean, what's your usual distance you travel to go detecting and prospecting?
Sort of the closest areas have got like 450 Ks sort of thing to get to the nearest kind of gold fields, which is about 4.5, 5 hours driving. But then that's kind of where the gold fields start each way. So I could go north or east because I live kind of on the west coast. So I can't go west because that's beach. So I can go north, east, and the gold fields start from there and just continue on. And you can travel all the way up the top end, a couple of thousand Ks, I think. I'm not really too sure how far, but I went way up this year, like up into the Pilbara. That was about 1,400 Ks, I think, up there. So from where I live, that's a long way. But I do a lot of off-road driving as well. So yeah.
Have you seen an increase in, I guess y'all call them dingoes, the wild dogs down there while you're trying to detect and prospect? Is that getting as bad as they let on? I mean, the packs?
Nah, I never really see them, to be honest.
That's
Never
sort of a TV thing.
Yeah, I guess like on one of our videos this year, we had one come for us. I just found a nugget about 15 grams, 14 grams. And I was showing me mate Zach on a hillside, and we were standing there. Next minute, out of the corner of my eye, I seen this dingo coming straight for us. It was a lone dingo. He was hungry, and he was going to try and have a chomp. But, yeah, we had picks, so we were like, yeah. And then we got back to camp, and I was going to dispatch it. And my mate was like, no, just leave it. And then when we went back, it was stalking us. And when my mate bent down to check if he had a nugget with his detector, the thing like ran after him and tried to get him while he was down. And he just thrown rocks at it. Eventually we got rid of it.
Yeah, that sounds like it had you both targeted, but for sure.
I think it was just desperate, because that's not really something that you see too often. But there was a skinny little dingo, and there wasn't much tucker out there for him, not much food. So, yeah, that's probably why I had to go.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I guess it always pays to pay attention over your shoulder while you're bent down.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm out here. I look out for bear.
Yeah, I imagine. I'm glad we don't have bears here. The camels are bad enough. I got chased by one of them a couple of years ago.
I watched that video. I was geeking up the whole time.
I literally feared for my life, man. I was not kidding. I'm not the fittest person, and I had a long way to run to get back to camp and protection. Yeah, I was 2 Ks away, I think. Luckily, it didn't chase me the whole way. Okay, makeshift Coda. How's it going, big fella?
Hello,
Mr. Loader. I forgot all about the chat there.
Yeah, JP just said 1,300K is 807 miles.
Yeah. Is that far? It is far. I know it's far. Well, I'm talking, we do that in like one day sort of thing. Get up in the morning before the sun comes up and get into a patch of gold before dark, just set up. Just on an old patch so you can get a couple of scraps in the morning when you wake up, and then we'll go look for some better ground.
Yeah. That would be almost close to an average round trip for me to the UP and back.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And how often do you do that trip?
I haven't done it yet this year, but I'm going to do it next year because I want to go find some Uberlites.
See, the good thing is, right, when I go out, I don't come home for 3 to 5 weeks. That way I save on fuel costs. Once I'm out there, I'm out there. And you just got to keep making money every single day. We don't have a day off. We just detect every day, 8 to 10 hours a day. Can be pretty hard work, but...
Oh, no, wait. That would actually be like a drive to Flash Bash and back. Because it's like a 12, 13-hour drive.
I guess the heat really depicts on how long you can stay out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why we only work in winter. Believe it or not, in most of our goldfields areas, most of their rainfall comes in the summertime because it's mostly desert, outback areas. And when it's summertime, that's when they get their wet season. So that's when they get most of their rain. And with the dirt out there, what the gold's in, it's just, once it rains, it just turns to mud and you just sink and you can't drive anywhere. You just get bogged. And if you get stuck out there with no food and stuff because the tracks are too wet to get back out, you're bugging. We've been chased off a patch by rain. I just picked up like 200 nuggets in a couple of days, and then it started raining and we had to leave because we'd been out there for 5 weeks. We were running out of food, and if we didn't leave then, if we didn't leave, we would have been proper stuck. So
Yeah. Don't want to get
We left
stuck
them.
out there.
And then we went back to that patch later on. And I continued digging up all the nuggets, so it wasn't too bad. We just waited for it to dry out. I went home for a couple of weeks first. Actually, I think we went somewhere else and left that patch for a whole month and went back there. Lucky no one else found it.
It just must be nice to go out and get nuggets. You know, nuggets.
It's not
nice
that
to
easy.
go say nuggets.
Yeah, nuggets are nice. I much prefer them to finding fine gold, that's for sure. But the way things are going here, we're going to have to start mining for fine gold soon because all the nuggets and the easiest stuff that you can get with the detectors is gone. Everyone's got a detector, man. Everyone's out there doing it. It's amazing. People don't really know what they're doing, a lot of these people, but if they pick up 1 or 2 nuggets each and there's just hundreds of them, then that's, a few hundred less nuggets. We used to find a couple thousand nuggets every year, and now it's getting down towards, just 1,000 nuggets or something a year. Well,
Yeah.
We'll see. It might pick up. You never know. You could find a new patch somewhere. Find a new patch, then you're laughing.
You're finding.
I say, well, when me mate started, they used to go out for a few weeks and get like a couple of kilos, But that was 20 years ago. And back then, gold's only worth a few $100s an ounce. And now, as it gets harder to find, the price is going up accordingly.
Yeah.
Which is good. But that's part of the reason that I actually left my job, because I worked in mining industry for a long time, never got a pay rise. And then I started gold prospecting, and I get a pay rise every year, basically, as the gold price goes up. Like I say, I've got nuggets here that I'll show you later on that I've had since 2017. So that's a good while.
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. The big gold nuggets, they're coming up. They're coming up.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I sold the biggest one I had here just the other day, but I've still got some all right size ones around.
You drinking some of that homebrew?
I am drinking some of that homebrew.
Yeah, I seen them popping the top on them the last video I watched, I believe.
The funny thing is, me mate Zach doesn't really like to.
Joey, I think he's found more than that just over the last couple of years.
4 pounds of gold. How many kilos is that?
Less than 4, I believe it is, the way it works out. Just a little bit less than 4 kilos. Or
Yeah, I think it's
kilo per pound. I forget.
1.8 kilos, right? So I think
1.8 or 1.6, something like that.
I think the first. So Nigel didn't get back this season because he was stuck with COVID. But the season before that, the first trip we went out, we got something like 300 grams. And then the next trip we got 300 grams or something. So we had about 600 grams in 6 weeks, I think. Something like that. It was pretty good. Yeah. And COVID had just started too, so there was no one else out there, which was lucky because we got bloody lost one night. And found him and followed him back to camp.
Hello, Russia.
You don't want to get lost in the bush.
We got 21 people in the house. That's awesome.
Awesome, guys.
How's it all going, guys? You're enjoying the beautiful weather we're having. Well, you guys probably aren't having beautiful weather, but we are here in Australia.
Yeah, by all means.
Next week, the high on like Wednesday is supposed to be 55 here.
55. What's that work out to degrees?
It would probably be like 32.
32. Oh yeah, that's nice. But don't you have snow at the moment?
Yeah.
Well, what's
It's
below
what we call an
freezing?
Indian summer.
Well, ask him what's below freezing in his temperature.
What?
We don't. Below freezing. That's like -1, but we don't really have much freezing here. Like it's pretty rare. If there's ice out in the morning, I just don't get up. Oh, now 55's only 12 degrees, mate. 12.7. That's cold.
Yeah,
I won't get out
now
of bed.
we're getting the right temperatures in there. Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on. Jeez.
Hello, Evergreen. Robert Worley. Bob can see.
Kilo is 2.2 pounds.
Mark Miller will trade the temps anytime. Yeah, you can come here, but I'm not having any of your temps.
No, if you have our temps there's something wrong with the planet.
Mate, when I go to work in winter, it's like 20, 25 degrees every day out there. So, and that's in winter, middle of winter. When you've probably got ice and snow and stuff, I got clear blue skies, sunshine.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
It is nice. That's
Hello.
if I was to stick around where I live in the winter time, it would be freezing, wet, raining. And when I say freezing, I'm talking 12 degrees or 55 Fahrenheit. So, yeah, I like to go up north where it's warm, always warm. I might have to go move my base camp up there and go move my whole family up that way, I think.
Yeah, move towards the warmth.
Yeah, man, get closer to the gold too, so I don't have to drive so far.
Yeah, save some
Save fuel.
petro.
Nah, I haven't been to Victoria detecting yet, Jacko, but maybe one day I'll get there. I'm not going there while this COVID stuff's on though, that's for sure. Victoria's got it bad, mate. It's not funny, but I don't want to go there while they got it bad. We don't have any in WA.
That's a good.
WestOzAdventures is from Australia. Russian Dairy.
Oh, g'day, Russian Digger. Yeah, man, Australia. It's lovely over here.
Hello, did you find anything detecting?
Yeah, did you find anything detecting?
Isn't that a name? That's awesome.
I find something every time I go detecting.
Yeah, it might not be treasure, but it's definitely a something.
Yeah, Vendetta, the stuff that's going on with COVID in Australia is crazy.
Nah, man, I don't have any snow in Australia. Well, not in my part of Australia. G'day, did you find anything? Nah, I don't have any snow in my part.
I have snow outside.
Go get some, bring it inside.
It'll just melt.
Nah, I was just mucking around.
Oh, Robert Worley's in the house. Hello, Robert.
From Colorado, eh?
Yeah.
Got some cool gemstones and stuff out that way, I believe.
Yes, they do. And some good gold.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to find some gold in another country, that's for sure. One day.
Yeah, all we got is that flower stuff by me.
Yeah.
It's like fly coop gold.
If I'm in America,
Charlie, it all adds up.
I'll just cruise around and have a look anyway. Just, it'd be a novelty thing. Find a couple of little pieces from each area as we go through.
That'd be pretty cool. There's just so much to do out there. I mean, so much area to do it on. It's just not easy to get permission out there, is it?
Out here, most of the land's locked up by mining companies. the good thing is a lot of it's not owned privately. So the people that are actually managing stations and running cattle and whatnot out there, they don't own the land. They just lease it from the government. And so with our miners, right, we basically have access to their land whether they like it or not.
Right.
So some of them don't like us too much, but normally, you just knock on the door and let them know that you're going to be out there, because when I'm talking about stations, I'm talking about millions of acres.
Right.
It's a huge place.
It's huge.
And the gold's only in patches. So normally you just go to the station and be like, yeah, g'day, mate. I'm just going out here, general area, and let him know. So in case they're mustering up the cattle or shooting or something like that,
Yeah.
But yeah, the miners, we get a miner's right, costs $25 for life. That's what it costs. I think it's gone up to 30 now, but $25 for life here in WA for me to mine gold. Basically, I can only take 20 kilos a day. But 20 kilos would be a good day. I'd take that.
I would take 20 kilos every day. I'd still wear this happy grin. Yes, absolutely. All the way to the bank.
Unfortunately, you don't.
That don't happen every day.
It's never happened to me. Here's the hope, and Robert, you want to go get some opal? I've got some opal kicking around in my cabinet here. All kinds of different opal, actually, in the thing that my thing's sitting on. The laptop sitting on the table that's got opals and stuff in it from all kinds of places. I didn't find them myself, unfortunately, but I've got a nice collection.
Yeah. I got my first opal from Vendetta Prospecting, who's in here. He starting to work and polish opals. So
yeah.
He's
opal's my favorite stone. Like in our wedding ring, it's got in like 4-carat opal in it.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Now we've got a friend over there now in Lightning Ridge that B's in.
You actually probably know her, Nikki B.
Nikki Bailey, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Nikki B.
Nikki's prospecting. Jump on and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, if you don't know who Nikki is, I mean, one of my mods will throw up a link, or Charlie's mods.
She'll probably be able to make some pretty cool videos now about opals now that she's over there in Lightning Ridge.
Yeah.
Oh. Excuse me.
Bless you, Charlie. Bless you.
You don't have that authority.
Goldberg.
There's Nikki B's link right there. Vendetta posted it.
Thank you, Mike.
How many people we got in the house?
We got 24 at the moment.
Deadly.
So I was thinking at the 30-minute mark, we'll do the whole warning, and then we'll show off a couple of those nuggets.
Yeah.
Show off some gold, eh?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
I think we call it a little bit of gold porn over here, guys. So
yep.
You better hide all your children. Close your eyes.
Yeah, they are wherever you ever look.
You know, that was really weird. I said the word, Jeff said the word gold porn, and my computer turned on. Like, no joke. It just picked up and started loading.
Oh.
You gotta watch them things. They're listening to you.
Yeah. If it looks up that far, you're really gonna be in trouble.
G'day, Jan Johan Smith. How's it going, mate? Cut down bush for 140 days with a gas mask on and only had 3 days to prospect. Well, that's no good. Lisa, how's it going?
Hello.
Yeah, y'all were on fire real bad last summer, correct? The smoke and stuff from the fires.
What, here?
Yeah, is that the reason for the gas mask? Was the smoke and from the fires?
I don't think it is from here. No, I was just reading the comment, mate.
Yeah, I was wondering
Oh,
where they
um,
were at.
yeah. Oh, get at least, guys, check out Oz Tracking Adventures if you haven't seen them. I went out, seen him in the bush, gave him some beers. Well, sold him some beers, but they were out of beers. You know, they still didn't have to go to the shop, which is a good thing. And that was goal too. I basically, they were like, I was like, I'll meet you guys out here and say g'day because they're subscribed to my channel and they've watched me for a while now. And I was like, yeah, I'll come and say g'day to you guys and bring you some beers out. So I was like, meet me out here. So they went out there and they started finding nuggets. Like they just got out of their caravan and started finding nuggets.
Oh,
Just the place I sent them to. There you go. There's gold just everywhere, eh?
That's awesome.
I just can't imagine it. I can't fathom just getting out and finding nuggets. Pew, pew. It'd be awesome. I'm not there yet.
The patches can be pretty thick, eh? Yeah, heaps of nuggets in just a small area. Just nugget. Back when my uncles were finding it before metal detectors were around, they just pick it up off the top of the ground.
Yeah, I can't do that from right here. I would have to go over to YouTube to do that. But I thought Mr. Lodek was a moderator. I'll have to check into that.
Yeah.
But we're coming up just a couple minutes. We'll show off some of that gold. So it's gonna be awesome.
Break the 6,000 out on the beach, mate, and let us know how it goes, eh? You get some real deep targets, but you're gonna have to tone it down for the sold, I imagine. But it should be interesting. You might find a heap of gold down there, and you won't have to do any work. Now the gold that comes off the beaches is pretty cool sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, before I started prospecting, the reason I was prospecting when I was a little kid, but just with my granddad finding little bits of gold and stuff, you know, because gold was everywhere back when I was a kid. I wish I had kept at it. But I bought a relic detector after my granddad died, just like, I'll just go find some coins and stuff to swing a metal detector again. And then my car broke down, and I was like, well, I need some money because this is going to cost me a few grand, you know, to fix this poxy piece of shit Ford Ranger. Never buy one again. Fuck, junk. So the car broke down, went down to the lake in my town, and I just started finding gold rings after gold rings after gold rings. Man, I ended up with like 40 gold rings, like gold diamond rings, like
Wow.
enough to pay to fix my car. And I was like, well, that's pretty good. Turns out gold's better than finding old coins. So then I went and bought a Garrett ATX pulse induction metal detector. I started finding some gold nuggets, and I was like, well, this is not bad. And then I moved on to Mine Lab, started making a living.
There you go. Awesome.
It was just that easy, really.
It's just the graduation of the detectors, too, that really made it easier, right?
Well, the determination and motivation I had from, you know, I didn't want to be stuck working all the time and making money for someone else. And it was getting to the point where I'm making people lots of money, but my wage isn't going up. So I need to go and do something else where I'm going to make more money. Because I was working in my normal job, doing mining stuff before I had kids. And then when I had kids, I didn't get any extra money from my job. So I'm like, well, I'll just go do something else. So I went gold prospecting.
I was tracking adventures. Hello.
Hey, how's it
There it
going?
is.
I was tracking adventures.
Well, we're at that 30-minute mark.
Jasper.
So
Jasper's legend. Check out their channel. Cooked me a main dinner. Main dinner.
Mean
It
dinner.
was-
Ooh, now you're talking my style right there. You're talking to my tummy. That's language I understand.
Rotisserie chicken done over campfire coals, and the flavour from that wood in the bush, in the outback, is just
Oh.
delicious.
Oh, that sounds so delicious.
Yeah, it was. Well, we sat up till midnight drinking beers. I'll tell you what, they forgot to even film me for their channel. I don't know what you were doing there, mate. But yeah, they got pretty drunk.
Well, sometimes it's best to leave the cameras on the shelf and just sit down and enjoy everybody else. So
right.
we understand that.
Well,
We do
that's
that
it.
too.
That's what we were doing anyway. I didn't film any of that really either. But so next, we'll catch up again anyway. They're not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
There's nothing like that bonding, that first bond up, just sitting there enjoying yourself. So you can talk all night long.
Yeah,
But
well, that's
here's the warning: we're about to show some gold porn. So those with sensitive eyes, please look away. This is gonna get pretty graphic.
Should we start off with small stuff? Probably.
Yeah, let's start them off with the little stuff. We're gonna blow you up too here.
I've got a sovereign here, a half sovereign, little gold coin. It's only 4 grams of 22 carat. That's 1912. I didn't actually find that, but I wanted one, so I quit smoking and drinking for 2 weeks and went and bought that with all the money I saved. So yeah,
that's partying life pretty good.
smoking and drinking is not good for you. Eh? Anyway, these are a couple of little pieces. Here's a nice little one that I haven't really cleaned up. So you see it's still got a bit of quartz in it, a bit of dirt in it. That's how you find them around here. A bit of quartz in them. There's a nice little rough piece that I just like to keep the rough pieces. I don't know why. It's all spiky and stuff.
It almost looks like a seahorse.
Yeah, it sort of does, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to keep the unique type shape pieces. So that's just my personal collection, some small bits. Here's a nice piece. See that? It's probably better.
That's got some character to it too.
Yeah, that's a steak.
Yeah, it's a long piece, and it's got a natural twist in it.
That's almost a California nugget, right?
It's a very weird flat. It's very flat. Look how flat. So there's a lot of surface area to that nugget, which is
What about like 2 gram nugget there? That flat one?
I think it's a little bit over 3, maybe 3.5.
Yeah.
And then I just got some little nuggets in here. These were all uniquely shaped like things, which is why they're in my collection.
Oh,
But
beautiful.
we wait. Show you. Yeah, so that's just.
Are you guys drooling out there yet? Because I'm sitting over here drooling. I'm just foaming at the mouth.
I'll show you a couple of species, right? So this is the first specie I found.
Oh,
First one I ever
got
found.
nice crystal or quartz in it. Nice
quartz.
quartz.
It's quartz. Oh, see, this camera's inverted and it's got me spinning this thing the wrong way.
Yeah, everything's backwards in here, man.
Yeah, we're backwards, man. But see, this one's got a bit of gold in it anyway.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so this is a nice piece. I was like, yeah, I'll probably keep this. So me and Nigel did a specific gravity, so
Mark Miller can't type, is he?
And then I got an ironstone specie here. Found this one with actually Garrett AT Pro VLF metal detector. Wasn't expecting to find anything with the metal detector I just said, Nigel, there's heaps of rubbish over there. I can't swing my pulse induction detector through it. So I'll take this detector that discriminates, and I'll see if I can get something through the rubbish. And I did. I got this piece.
See, I run the AT Pro too.
Yeah.
The
So
AT Pro, yeah.
The AT Pro is a good detector. That's what I found most of my gold rings with. I found a lot of gold. My AT Pro paid for itself so many times. Although I did drown it once and had to send a box back and get a new one, but it was under warranty. I filled up with water when I was detected with it in the water, and they're meant to be waterproof. So
well, you just given me hope.
Yeah, man, I found a lot of gold with the AT Pro. Dig those low tones, the very low tones, like 5s, 4s, 3s, things that are going to be like iron and stuff like that, man. Dig that stuff. That's where the gold is at.
Well, see, I do that anyway for the relics around here. We have a lot of relics to find.
Yeah. And this is like a pea gravel stone. Do you guys have pea gravel there?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so your pea gravel that people put on driveways and stuff like that, or just pea gravel.
Sidewalks. Yeah.
Look at that. Gold inside the gravel. And that the black stuff around it, that's bauxite. So the stuff they make aluminium out of?
Yep.
So this is the gold in the pea gravel with bauxite. It's pretty interesting.
You're going to have Charlie looking at every gravel on the job site now. He's going to pick it up.
Here's another one. I broke the bit of gravel away from it so you can see.
Wow, that's wiry.
So, yeah, this was encapsulated in a piece of gravel. You can see the gravel is still on the bottom. But I kept this one because it just looks really cool poking out like that.
Right?
I think that's pretty cool. And what else have I got here? This is actually in a different material again. This is in slate. Do you guys have slate there?
Yep.
So see how this is slate? See, can you see the gold in that?
Oh, yeah.
So you might want to look at all your slate as well. No, I'm just kidding. Don't go looking at all the rocks everywhere. Check out the geology and stuff first before you do that, so you're not wasting your time. But yeah, slate. You don't normally see that. It's sort of rare.
But it's one of those things that if you're out there, you see certain geology, and if you see that there, don't just assume it's not there. Check your other places first, but also check there once you're done with all that.
If you're in a gold-bearing area, then just check everything, really, because there could be gold anywhere. Well, in our case, because we've got alluvial gold, I'm not sure. I think you guys have got placer gold there, which is different. Yeah, it's moved from the source type thing. So, whereas our patches, normally there's a source close by to where the patches are golder, and so you'll find a reef or something. Oh, see, I told you there was fish in this tank. I just seen the shark swim past. Anyway, here's a 4 grammer. This is a piece that my granddad actually found. Probably, geez, I can't even imagine how long ago he would have found this. But yeah,
wow.
The one piece that I've actually got that my granddad found. And then, I forgot to show you this, Messi. I found it the other day. It's not very impressive. A little bit of gold in it. See there. Just above my finger.
You can see a couple different spots along that same line where you can see the gold.
Yeah, it runs all the way along there.
Yeah.
I found that with the GPZ 7000 because that's what I use these days. And then I got a slightly bigger nugget. It's probably the first nugget I found that was over 3 grams when I started.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
This is a very high purity piece. This one's about 98, 99%.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, it's got a little bit of a chunkiness to it. Does anyone want to have a guess in the comments what that weighs? You don't win anything, but you can have a guess. I'm trying to remember what it weighs at the moment, but yeah, that one.
I would say 8 grams or more.
Yeah, like double that.
Oh, holy shit.
Wow.
It's a 16 grammer.
Wow.
And then I got this one, which is my last good size nugget left with 2017. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. When the quartz and stuff fell out, it was just looking really nice.
Oh my.
You can't really see it on camera. It doesn't do it justice, but it's got all these little pockets in it where the quartz fell out, where the quartz had formed in it over millions of years.
Yeah.
It's been on the ground. And the acid just gradually over time was taking the quartz out. So yeah, it looks really nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
It's got a lot of character. A lot of character.
Probably a little over 20 grams, actually. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I put this one on the scales. But yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
That's my favorite piece. Hopefully, it's nice to chuck a big nugget around. It feels nice.
I mean, just feeling that density in your hand is just like, wow.
Yeah.
Makes you want
The sound it makes when you tap it together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gold.
Fee, fee, fi, fi, go, go, go.
I love that sound. Knock a bit more dirt out of it and make it way less. And there's not much dirt in my gold. I mean, I sell a lot on eBay, so I like to clean it up spotless, you know?
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, we're cleaning
totally but
small amount of acid. Like we use aluminium brightener to get it from auto shops. Ali Bright, it's called. And it's just got a tiny little percentage of hydrofluoric acid in it. So yeah, you don't want to use pure hydrofluoric acid because that stuff is dangerous. Like, real dangerous.
Shoot, yeah.
But yeah, that's about all the gold I've got to show off.
no, that was awesome.
I mean,
Great,
I've got more small stuff, but that's just, some of it's in acid and whatnot. And yeah, I'm cleaning up more gold in case I need to sell it. Hopefully, I sell my dirt bike first. I'd rather get rid of that thing that nearly killed me first than my gold, but yeah.
Absolutely. Hello, Gibby's Treasures.
G'day, Gibby's Treasures. What's going on? The best videos when your truck was broken down. Oh, I missed some of that. Have a look. Busted with no gold, but still optimistic. Yeah, mate. I was only optimistic on the camera.
That happens.
You better believe I wasn't too optimistic off camera. That was probably some of the worst days of my life right there. But, hey, you know, we live and we learn.
No, you can be rooting for you on
Not buying
that.
any more of them Ford Rangers. That's for damn sure. Before I owned a Ford Ranger, I wouldn't even let another car on my property unless it was a Ford. If you didn't have a Ford, you park out the front under the tree. Now, there's no Fords in the yard anymore. It's only Toyotas out there now.
The Toyotas, which they are good trucks, though.
Man, nothing wrong with the Toyotas. They're unbreakable.
The ones that I had, I don't know what happened.
What'd you do?
I had a 4Runner that the rear end locked up on me twice within like 3 months.
Oh, 4Runner.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not like. They're sort of like a knockoff of a Hilux, them things, aren't they? I think there's some. Yeah, no,
SUV model. The SUV, yeah.
Did you have engine problems? Oh, because I think I've heard bad things about the Forerunners here as well. To be honest,
I know they're like pickup trucks and stuff like that are good, but like the Forerunners, the rear ends always lock up.
do you guys have Land Cruisers?
In a
But,
sense,
you know,
yes. They're overpriced over here.
Yeah.
Way overpriced.
And then with the gas prices, you can't afford to drive one because those things are like idling at gallon, you know?
Yeah, I use 18 to 20 liters of petrol to 100 kilometers. And petrol's pushing around $1.80 here at the moment.
Yeah, it's $3.25 here for a gallon of gas.
$3.25.
Yeah.
Yes, he is drinking the homebrew.
For me to fill up my van, it's like $65 to fill up my van.
Yeah, what's a gallon?
But that was so awesome gold corn.
Oh no, we weren't night detecting when we got lost. Hey, we went up the hill to get phone reception because we hadn't had phone reception for weeks, and there was a hill near camp just a couple 100 meters away. So we're like, we'll go up that hill, get phone reception. Nigel wasn't even drinking because he doesn't really drink. I was drinking. I had a few beers. And so we went up the hill, and then somehow while we were up the hill, we had phone reception, made our phone calls, and then we got rotated somehow and went off the back of the hill. And then that's where things went wrong because we ran into a country that we weren't recognizing. It was like, hang on a minute, we haven't seen this creek and we haven't seen these bushes, and like, where are we? And so by that stage, she was getting pretty late, like 9:30 at night or something, totally dark. It was going to get cold soon. But anyway, we found the tire tracks and we followed them the wrong way for a bit. And then we figured out we were going the wrong way, so we followed them back. Lucky no one else was out there, and we found a camp at about 10 o'clock at night. We were gone for hours. The next time, the funny thing was actually we had apps on our phone that could have actually tracked us. But it was so close, like we didn't bother because it was like we should be right. We just wandered back, you know. We should be able to see the campfire. Well, you see a campfire from the top of the hill, but once you got down on the flat, you can't see nothing. Well, we sort of knew that anyway, but yeah, shouldn't have got lost. Rookie mistake. Wouldn't have been life threatening anyway, to be honest. Oh, you like the guitar intro music, do you, Jan? Well, you're going to be disappointed, mate, because we're cutting that intro down to like 10 seconds. Because 40 seconds or whatever is just too long, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to trim it down, huh?
Yeah, man. Took us 3 hours to make that intro, so I'm glad you guys appreciated it.
I liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like it, but you know, some people say it's too long, and now that I look at it, I'm kind of realizing it is a bit long, and that's fair enough. When people watch YouTube, they just want to watch the video, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to keep some of them's attentions with the videos. That's for sure. I like 10 minutes. I lose them after about 10 minutes.
I mean, I try and keep my videos flowing, but there's a lot of digging and stuff. But a lot of people, I figure they like to see the landscape and the background and the scenery while I'm digging.
Yeah.
So they might enjoy actually seeing that. I don't know. I don't get too much negative feedback.
You've got good. I mean, I enjoyed them. I mean, I lasted all the way through and was very content.
Like I said, I've been watching 4 years of your videos, so I like them.
Yeah, well, I like my videos as well, I guess. I don't mind watching them again.
With a big help from the guy behind the camera.
I like to watch the uncut versions more, the unedited ones.
Do you give your Patreons the uncut, edited, the unedited versions on there so they get a good blooper?
We've given them a little bit of stuff so far, but not much. It's hard to find the bloopers, and when I do, I normally forget about them. But yeah, there's surely some things coming up we can use.
Because
Most of the
that's when they all the time happens when the camera's on. I mean, it doesn't happen off camera generally.
Well, most of the stuff is just me swearing at people to shut up and what I'm trying to film.
There was one time with Jeff over here at JP's birthday bash that we should have recorded.
No.
But it would have been one of those things that was like a private viewing thing only.
Yeah. It would have had to have been an after party. Not on YouTube.
But the way that we were just rolling off of each other, we had everybody that was standing around us while we were panning the stuff out and running the blue bowl just laughing the whole time.
It was pretty funny. All we were doing was panning and classifying some dirt. That's all we were doing with a little blue bowl spin.
We actually got some pretty good gold out of that. Which reminds me, I still have to get that video edited out.
Yeah. Yeah, what was that project you were working on in your shed? What were you making?
I'm in the process of making like a smelting forge.
That's right. That'll be sweet. Okay, to say. I might actually have to copy a little bit because I need one myself.
Well, there's better ways to do it. You can use like propane tanks, and it's easier to do. It's just I'm doing this one to show you that you can make one for X amount of money at home.
Yeah. Sweet. Hey, Russian digger, I don't really work in the mines. I'm metal detectorist, and I work for about 6 months a year with a metal detector, and yeah, about 8 to 10 hours a day I'd swing that metal detector. It's not really a hobby.
WestOzAdventures. No, I find gold that's like fly poop sized, small, tiny stuff here. It's mostly glacial gold in Wisconsin.
Glacial gold. Sounds like it's ice cold gold.
It's been pushed down from Canada when the glaciers came through in the last ice age.
So you're pretty close to Canada. Well, that's a nice little nugget.
I'm about
that way 2 grams, 2.3,
4.5,
4.5. Jeez, that must be solid as. Well, the camera doesn't do that justice, does it? Really?
It doesn't.
Hold on here.
Yeah, man, that's a nice piece. And you found that in your area, did you?
This one come from Colorado.
Oh,
a buddy of mine's family claim.
Yeah, that's a nice piece.
And then we've got some of these.
Oh, nice. Nice little nuggets and ones. A few grams in there.
Yeah. Quite a few in that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we find some decent gold over here, but most of the time the gold in our area, mine and Charlie's, is real fine.
You guys normally panning and sluicing and high banking and dry blowing, eh? Yeah.
Real
So,
fine.
do you have metal detectors?
Yes, I
I
got
just-
the AT Pro.
Yeah. So you've only got the AT Pro. Have you found any nuggets with it?
No, but I'm not in a gold area. I've only been like antique hunting, coin, you know, more likely to find a gold ring than I would find a gold nugget.
You better jump on me Discord and I'll send you a message and sort you out with some settings that should help you find some gold. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
and
I'll
Charlie
send,
were
I'll send you a Discord link there, Jeff.
okay.
And what have you got, Charlie? You got a detector?
I just have a Rico Max.
I don't know
It's
what that
it's barely a coin hunter. It's more
Well,
a pocket hunter.
at the moment, I've got the Garrett AT Pro, Minelab Equinox 800, Minelab Gold Monster 1000, the Minelab GPZ 7000, and I've got an old Minelab GT 1600 in the shed.
Yeah, for me, one of those metal detectors is about half a month's paycheck just to get one.
Yeah, well, I paid 9,500 Australian for my 7,000.
Yeah, that's probably like 3 months worth of paychecks for me.
The 18 Max is a good QB's treasures, good detector. I haven't actually used one, but I would be pretty close to the AT Pro, so good detector.
Lisa, hun, that is my life dream is to make it over. So yeah, my son was stationed in Okinawa, Japan for 2 years, and we were trying to line up a trip to go to Australia while he was over there. So yeah, I'll get there eventually.
With me right now, currently, I can't leave the United States. If I do, I can't come back for 10 years.
What? Why?
Because I'm not a U.S. citizen of the United States.
Oh. Are you from Canada?
No, I'm
Where
from
are you
South
from?
Africa.
From where?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Yep.
Wouldn't have picked it.
Well, I've only been here since '94.
Yeah, right. Sweet. I ran into a South African the other year, actually, out in the goldfields. He was stoked, him and his mate, to meet me. They're like, "Oh, he's seen your YouTube videos." Having a great time. Yeah.
Awesome. It's always cool to meet people out while you're doing stuff, you know.
But yeah, it's like
We
number one spot to go is like Australia or Alaska for finding gold. So
we don't run into too many people, but we have written rules that, you know, if you see someone detecting around, you don't get too close to them. You leave them fair alone to work on their patch. And you go somewhere else, find your own patch. That's how it works. You don't just get out the car and start detecting next to someone. Not over here.
no, that's liable to get your butt kicked.
Yeah, well, when it's someone like me doing it professionally and you put in days of work to try and find a patch to work and someone sees you working it and they come along and just think they're going to detect on it, it's not going to happen. But we don't get that here in WA. Most people just say g'day and continue on. Sometimes they come back later on for a beer at night around the campfire. Yeah, it's good. Everyone likes to have a beer around the campfire.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of which, I might have to go find some beers.
Yeah, I'm pretty much out of beers too, but I should probably just give it a rest anyway.
Yeah, you do have prior engagements.
I got things to do this Arvo.
Yeah. That's understandable.
But yeah, I'll definitely jump on with you guys again if you're just doing some random stream and I've got time and I'm just sitting around doing nothing, drinking beers, which is normally what I do. Jump on and have you on, but we've got a few minutes left anyway.
Jeff, can you post the link for West Oz quick? Mark Miller's asking for the link.
Yeah,
I'd probably do 15 more minutes. So if you got any questions, ask them now. Who are Shane and Nigel's go-to prospecting channels they watch regularly? Tracking Adventures. These guys that are commenting, I watch them. Who else do I watch? There's not really much, to be honest. Gold prospecting is my job, and when I'm not working, I don't really want to watch other people doing the same job. So I guess there's not much. I watch more probably relic hunting on YouTube, but no one in particular. Probably people that do underwater stuff, because I think that's really cool what they find underwater, all the phones and guns and knives and stuff in America. I used to watch a lot of Jeff Williams, actually, when I was starting out. Jeff Williams, found him really helpful. Who else I watch AU guys prospecting. I watch a few overseas channels like Pioneer Poly, actually Tassie Boys Prospecting in Australia.
Good stuff.
Clash Guitars as well. I'm subscribed to Clash. Don't mind his videos. Well, there's just so many gold YouTubers out there. I don't really remember them, eh? There's a lot. I don't watch too many. I probably watch more overseas stuff than what's going on in Australia. God, I've got some flies hanging around. Yeah, probably watch more than overseas, yeah.
I think Rocky Mountain's got a question there.
I don't know. I've got the Equinox 800 and I like that. And I think the 600 would be just as good. But I've got 8A Pro as well. And I found a lot more gold rings and stuff with that. Maybe just because I didn't put in enough time with the 800 because I was gold prospecting. I don't know. The 600 should be pretty good. People find a lot of stuff with it. Very sensitive on really small items. Yeah.
Got the link up there, guys.
You got some flies down there as well, eh? Down in Esperance. Hope it's finally warmed up enough for you, Lisa. Well, you guys should come through Perth if you're coming back up, and we'll get on the piss at my place.
Ooh,
I would totally love to do that.
Plenty of room for your caravan out front here.
But that would be a trip that we got to bring the whole family with.
I was talking to Tracking Adventures here because they're just down south. They come back up.
Yeah, I would have to visit a few of you down there. I'd have to make it over to Lightning Ridge to visit with Nikki, because if I made it that far, I'd have to see her.
Yeah, that's a fair good drive away from where I am.
Oh, I wouldn't care. Let's do the whole place. Let's just make it a month tour.
Well, you'll need to hire a Toyota Land Cruiser when you get here to make sure you get everywhere you need to go. Oh, yeah, Busted Knuckles. I don't mind Busted Knuckles. I'm subscribed to him. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like watching him get in them cracks and crevices. Uh-huh.
And hey, if you don't bust a few knuckles when you're digging in those crevices, you ain't doing it right.
Yeah.
True that. I used to watch a lot of Gold Fever. Oh, Tom Massey. You watch Tom Massey? He's hilarious. Yeah. I used to watch a bit of that. But that was when I was starting out. Now I know what I'm doing. Don't watch too much anymore.
Yeah, I catch Tim Tim's Ruby Valves over in Ruby Valves area. Tim, he does some sapphire gems mining over there at his claim. I watch a few of his videos from Australia. So.
Oh yeah, cool. We don't have gemstones here in WA, unfortunately. I mean, we got a lot of quartz crystals and stuff. I've always got my eyes open for something new, but there's
Gold Seeker Adventures. Hello.
Not too much in the areas where the gold is. G'day, Gold Seekers Adventures.
Tom Massey is the legend.
Tom Massey is the legend. Yeah, he's pretty good. I learned a lot from him. Believe that. Yes, that's the way, Lisa. I think a few beers today. I might go have another one actually, but then I got to go to the kids' school and watch a concert. Yeah.
Oh, it ought to be a good concert.
Yeah. All right. Well, I better get going, guys. So cheers for having me on.
We appreciate you being here.
Another time. I'm getting the hurry. I'm getting the hurry up from the missus. You better get moving.
Thanks for jumping in and joining us tonight. But we'll open it up so we can get other people in here.
All right, guys. Well, have a good one.
Yes,
right,
thanks. We'll catch you later. See you, Shane.
See you guys. Cheers.
And I'm having an issue trying to find that. There's
everybody go over and check out Shane's channel. I just posted it up again. Charlie just posted up the link. That was a good interview. I feel like he was awesome. Shane's pretty funny. He is definitely funny. Good guy.
I cooked up some good bush cooks.
Where you at, Robert? Where you at, Robert? You know he's coming. I'm just waiting on him to ping him.
That was some awesome gold you showed off, though, too.
Dude, those were some big nuggets. Huge nuggets. I was so like, wow. Yeah. I mean, he's in the perfect place, that's for sure. He knows where to find his gold. He's done his research. 30 ounce. Charlie, he said he sold the 30 ounce. There's Robert.
Yeah, it just sometimes takes a while for the phone to respond.
I don't have the list, Mark. Otherwise, I would have done it. Heavy Metals said, "Let's see some jerky, Robert."
Heavy's done calling him out on the jerky.
Right? It's like it's wine time.
Oh,
Gotta drink wine.
Speaking of which, I gotta go see if I got another case of beer downstairs quick. So you guys take over for a second.
Jerky,
right. Let's take the money and run.
Jerky and wine don't go together.
Oh. That's a shame you ain't got no jerky, man.
And mustache is a pain in the butt when you try to drink anything.
You drinking that homemade wine? My name is
yeah.
That's fucked up. My name is Jeff still. What the fuck?
Oh, That's funny right there. I don't care who you
My
are.
name's Jeff.
He ain't figured out how to change it back yet.
Oh, I looked at it as soon as I hit the button. I'm like, I know I can change the name, and then I went, fuck.
That was funny. That's funny.
That was a good interview.
Yeah, Shane's a great guy. He's a great guy. Awesome guest. Awesome. I mean, when you can whip out gold like that, wow.
Yeah, I figured it out. I'm just
Mr. Lodak.
Some of those pieces were pretty impressive.
yeah, that was some really nice looking gold.
I got the beer. Mark.
I agree, Reg. It's about time for a safety meeting.
Yeah, I'm doing that safety meeting right now.
Good evening, Mr. Miller.
Good evening. Charlie,
Yeah.
I have the 20 questions because I'm the one who wrote them. I was supposed to give them to Benzo, but forgot. So I've got the 20 questions in the black book if you want to start. Check it out. Robert, you in?
20 questions. I don't know.
It's about mining. It's all about gold mining.
Well, that was number one then, right? Because that was a question.
Well, now my dad was a miner for years, but I've never done any gold mining.
No? What do you do?
I'm mostly just a rock hound.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of these things will pertain to you if you want to participate. I was just thinking Charlie and Jeff might want to go through it. Mr. Lodak can make fun of him as he go. Hey, Jeff, why is there two?
Oh, okay.
Why is there two things of you?
There's not two things.
You got a Brewers mining. My name is Jeff over here, and then over there, way off to the side, it says my name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff is actually Heath.
Oh, that's Heath. Oh,
Yeah, I did that to him last night.
I should have recognized it by the picture.
I did that to him in the after party, and it
He's just
stayed the
farting around.
same.
Okay, I was wondering. I thought maybe you had to. Anyway, I have questions. I'm the one who originated them. So if you and Charlie want to play,
We can play.
it takes a while, but what the heck are we doing right now? You know, it's all up to you. You guys want to take the questions?
I mean, there's no reason not to.
There you go. I agree. And who's hosting this now tonight? Is this Charlie's or is this yours?
This is on mine.
This is on Charlie's. Okay, well,
Yeah,
Charlie will be
it's
first.
all Charlie.
Charlie will be the first one to answer because he is the host.
He's the host with the most.
The hostess with the mostest.
Oh, look, you changed my name back. Thanks.
So he'll be the first one to answer, and then Jeff, you're co-hosting, so you'll be second, and then anybody else who wants to throw in their shoe. What do you think?
Go with it.
You want to waste?
I'm down.
You want to waste?
I mean,
up-
Charlie's
what
got the
an hour?
ultimate.
I'm down if Charlie's down.
I'm down.
You down, Charlie? All right. Here comes the infamous black book. And on the first page of this black book are the 20 questions. All right, gentlemen. If you're ready. Charlie, you're the host of the show. You will answer first, then Jeff, then anybody else who wants to interject. Question number one. If you could go anywhere in the world to mine or prospect or do what you do, Robert, where and why would you go there?
Australia for one, and it's because the big nuggets.
I think Shane's got you. Shane's got you whirlwind. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice ones. Yeah, I agree. Jeff?
Mine would also be Australia. It's been a destination for quite a while, not just for the gold, but there's numerous gemstones over there to be mined. I mean, I was a rock hound before I was a prospector, so
Me too.
and gained a lot of friends over there, and would love if I was over there that far. I'd just like to see everybody, But the gold now is a big thing.
Anybody else?
Oh, I'd honestly have to say Australia as well.
Cool.
And of course, the gold, but also for me is the opal.
Oh yeah, that would be a big thing for me.
I do love me some opals.
Ooh, I've never owned one. I'd love to have one.
I've got a lot of small pieces of opal that I've bought online, but I'd love to go find some for myself,
Yeah, I don't have any. Just like Uperlights, I'd love to go find them for myself. But
Oh yeah, you probably would be cool.
that's doable.
Amethyst.
But the opals, that's not a doable for me.
But as far as gold, I'd go pretty much to any surrounding state of Utah.
Well, I don't have any gold really close to me, but I mean, there's some in the Colorado River, but it's so small and minuscule, it's hard to get.
It's like us too, Fly Poop.
Yeah.
Well, the other place I would have to say I would really want to go just for crystal collecting would be Madagascar.
Ooh, yeah. I'd like to go to Brazil if I was going to do that. Because most of the crystals that I've gotten bought are all from Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil's got some awesome crystals.
Yep.
I am.
Question number 2. I have this. Question number 2. If you could take somebody with you when you went there, who would it be? I know what you would say. What would you say, Charlie?
My wife.
And there you go. Good answer.
I have to say
That was
that.
a
In
political
your position,
answer.
good
But-
answer.
But if she says no, then it's Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Closest thing to a wife you're going to get.
Yeah, and I don't have a wife, but I would have to say my son. But if he couldn't make it due to being in the service, then it'd probably be Charlie. Oh, shoot, backwards to Charlie.
Yeah, I know. I hate that. Fuck away, whatever. All right. Robert, anything?
It'd have to be my best friend, Kurt.
Cool.
He's the only one that I know that's really into rocks like I am.
Cool.
My answer is short and simple. I honestly don't know who I'd take.
Yeah. I don't like anybody, fuckers.
I'm with Mark on that. Fuck everybody. I'm going by myself.
Yeah.
I'd say Mr. Lodak's going to take charts with him.
Yeah, I'm going to take the internet with me.
Yeah, he's going to take the internet, so he's got his charts.
All right. Question number 3, gentlemen. From television, like Gold Rush and that bullshit, who would you most like to go mine with from television?
From television.
I don't know what I would say.
I would say Ray.
Yep, Ray Russo.
I would say Ray Russo.
Or Freddie Dodge.
Yeah.
Brian would
Freddie
be
Dodge.
fun too.
Freddie. No
Yeah.
shit. Stuff.
Brian Wilder. He would be fun to get out with.
You're right up with building any kind of thing you want to fucking produce gold.
Cool. All right. Question number 4. The best spot you ever found, the best spot you've ever had and found, have you been back to it?
Yes.
Several times.
I knew you were going to say,
Yeah, before anybody else knew about it several times.
I plan on going back to Vermont again here in hopefully another week or 2.
Yep. Jerry?
My answer is yes. But I have not been back because everybody tried to follow me. And I invited him.
Well, I know a couple of spots where I find nice minerals and fossils, and I go back to them regularly.
All right, I'll ask question number 5, then we take a spinny break. What do you prefer? Sluicing, panning, dredging, hard rock? Just what do you,
Anything that finds gold.
You know, how do you prefer to get your rocks?
I would have to say all of the above.
All right, Charlie first.
I said all of the above.
What was it?
Or was that not an option?
Close enough for me. Oh, hang on, I got going out there. Hold on a second. Good time for a spinny break.
Ringtone.
Hey, girl.
I was going to say Jeff Williams to go hang out with, and you know.
Oh yeah, totally. I'd love to hang out with Jeff.
I would like to go hang out with Jeff Williams just for a little bit and get some nuggets too.
Yeah, that's
when he was here in New York there a couple of months ago. I offered him to be able to come out further more east, and I'd show him some spots around here. But he had told me, he goes, I can't. I got to leave tomorrow, so maybe next time.
He's got a schedule, that all the producers and everything keep him up. So yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was on a vacation out here though. He was playing around in Glen Falls, not Glens Falls, but Glen Falls. It's a Glen Falls National Park out into the western half of the New York State.
Cool. All right, spinny break. We'll be right back. Cheers. 20 questions. It's kind of fun. It's interesting too.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Remember that one?
Yeah, Reg. Right now, one of my favorite minerals is these barite crystals I can find here. Now, this is the biggest. That's the biggest, best one I've ever found.
That's fucking huge compared to what I find here in New York.
Yeah, and that's an individual terminated specimen, which is really rare for barite. Barite usually doesn't grow in terminated specimens like this.
Oh, Terry Browner in the house. What's up, Terry?
What's up, Terry?
There's that StreamYard link.
Yeah, Robert sent me the nice meteorite.
Yeah. It's always fun to have a piece of rock from outer space.
Yeah, that's my first.
Wasn't any rock we ever find from outer space?
No, not necessarily.
I mean,
time, but where do you draw the line? Basically after the planet formed, then other stuff came from outer space. But once the planet was formed, I really wouldn't think of those rocks that formed the planet as being from outer space at that point in time.
Yeah, this is more metal than just a rock.
I'd have to say a good answer.
Eating my steak.
Yummy, yummy.
Can I get a deal on a used skid steer in my area? Possibly. I mean, there's plenty of used out here.
Track type.
Oh, Terry joined us. Hey, Terry.
Yeah, Terry.
We look for track type.
Hey, bud.
Track type.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
Somebody looking for a skid steer. How about a track type?
Website.
Never heard of them.
Track type skid steer?
The ones with the tracks on them instead of tires.
Yeah.
Well, that's a skid steer. It's skid steer usually has tracks.
No, some of them got tires.
Well, your Bobcats have tires.
No, wrong. Bobcats have tires and tracks.
Well, right, but when you get tracks Bobcats, then it's more or less a skid steer.
You can get track type or you can get tire type.
Yeah.
Right. You can get them both.
But I don't know if they make a skid steer for tires.
Oh, they all have their place. All depends on what kind of ground you're working in.
Charlie,
Yeah.
did you see my shirt?
Yep.
Got it today. You never know what's in store.
Nice.
AP lawns and more. Yeah.
Yeah,
His favorite color is green, so I got the green one and the black. Long sleeve. Cool beans. Good shit.
It's like I got track type because I'm in a lot of sand.
Yeah, it's easier to move.
Yeah. I get a lot more surface area.
Oh yeah, and
Mark,
if you're,
And I'm
back
not
to
gonna
the
sink.
questions.
Oh yeah, we were asking the questions, weren't we? Well, Brewer's gone. Let's hang on, just bullshit for a little bit about your skid steers and track steers and shit, whatever, until Jeff gets back, because number 6 is he's gonna have a good answer for.
Well,
us.
Charlie's host, so he answers first.
Yeah, that's true. Charlie can give us his answer while Jeff is shaking the rake and bacon there.
Shaking his bean.
Yeah.
How's Mr. Lodak?
Hey, what's up, Jerry? How you doing?
Buddy?
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Number 6. Are there any hobbies you have besides gold mining?
Yes.
I figured that was a good one for Jeff too, because he's not really a gold miner. He's trying.
Charles is first.
Yep.
Not really. I just more or less tinker with things and trying to put stuff together. But
Building what they say can't be built.
yeah, out of stuff that they say you can't use that to build it.
That's basically me too. I'm an inventor and fabricator. If I can make it, I'm going to make it. If I have to buy it, I will. But I'm going to make it if I can. You know, welders, grinders, this, you know. Well, Jeff ain't here, so.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was going to be back by now.
Oh, and your
playing backfired on you.
Yeah, I forgot about them. Those are nice.
yeah, I'm a flint napper.
Have you seen them, Heath? Those are
What?
pretty cool, man. His knives. Yeah, look
That's
at that.
pretty
Oh,
sick,
yeah.
dude.
Flint napping those knives.
You know,
Looks
and
like ice.
stuff like spear points,
Yep.
or just let's see, where is it? Grab this one right here. Just good old fashioned arrowheads.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice piece.
Yeah, this one I really like. This was actually out of the a Fire King pie plate out of the bottom of one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's like this really light mint green.
Mhm. Cool.
But you know, of course, the fossil hunting as well.
Yeah. How long does it take you to learn how to nap?
Years.
Oh, long time. I taught myself, and I started when I was about 13 years old. So
Ah,
It's a lot of trial and error. You know, you got to keep.
and even once you can make them really good, once you figured it out, you still break them all the time.
oh yeah. One wrong snap. Ooh, damn it. Shit.
Oh yeah. Well, and most of the time you're looking at it and it's like, okay, well, this notch needs to go just a little bit deeper, and you
Yeah.
try to get one last flake, or you see a little, something out of place near the edge, and you get one more flake off, and you break it.
There goes the tip.
Yep, happens all the time. Sometimes I might make half a dozen of them in a row and not break a single piece, and other times I'll break 15 or 20 before I get one made.
Yep. That's with pretty much anything, though. You know what I mean?
But it's because I have to use,
Practice makes perfect, but only if you practice perfectly.
well, see, you see a lot of, or I've seen a lot of flint nappers, modern nappers, will get slabbed material. Like, of course, this was just off of a pane of glass that broke.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll get slab material like this, and they've actually got sewing machines that they've got set up. and they'll run it through like a jig, and they'll run it through this sewing machine as it's slowly punching, and it actually drives the flakes off for them.
Wow.
And that's how you see a lot of these where people are like flint knapping swords, and that's how they're doing it. They're actually using something like a sewing machine to take those flakes off. They're not doing it by hand.
To smash them off as you go along. Well, that makes sense. Pretty cool. Well, what the hell happened to Jeff? Must have been a mom thing.
I heard the door. Maybe he's back.
No, that was my chair moving.
What was the question?
The question was, if you had any besides gold mining, anyhow, well, we know what you're.
Oh, well, if I answer that, it might inspire a song. Everybody say charts.
Charts. Oh, yes. That's good.
Feel it going down.
Yeah, you can feel that going down. Oof. Oh, yeah. That burns all the way to your. Well, it burns a long way. Let's just put it that way. Anywho, that was the question. We know what yours are, but anything else besides following the financials? Mr. Lodak, sir?
I metal detect. I don't metal detect. This could be like a long conversation.
Good.
But yes, I do metal detect, and I do pan for gold on jobs.
Well, yeah, I do too. I've got a pit where they're digging all the stuff for the road work. And I went and talked to the owner, and I says, hey, dude, that waste pile over there that came from like 30 feet down, you mind if I take a couple buckets of that here and there and see if there's anything in it? He goes, no, go ahead. So I go over there and grab a couple buckets of his 30 feet down, he's almost. So I could go there. I told him if I can go there and test anything. He said, oh, yeah, go for it. He said, if you find gold, you let me know. He said, damn right, because me and you are going to start mining it. It's here.
Charlie, we bring the wash plant up.
Exactly. I'll teach you how to build one, dude. But anyway, that's kind of nice that I've got access to this gravel pit that they're digging deep. They're almost 30 feet down now.
Nice.
Back.
Figure, go deep, boys, go deep. I'm in. I'm with you.
Well, there's Jeff.
Hey, Mr. Hillbilly Scribbles back in the room.
All right. You missed the question, so I'm going to ask you, and besides you and Heath and Terry, you're pretty much the only ones that haven't answered yet. So you're next. Any hobbies beside gold mining?
Yeah, rock hounding, metal detecting, occasional magnet fish, but
tomatoes.
Yeah, I like growing. I like growing my garden. I'm very good at it. I've been told by certain troopers.
By the way, Jeff, watch for a package in the mail for me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I got something for you the other day.
Uh-oh. What could it be? We don't know.
You'll never know. So Heath, any hobbies that you do besides what you do?
Yep. Let's see. Got a passion for cooking. Been doing it a long time.
Cool. How's it cooking
Farming,
in the Navy? That's
hunting,
cool.
Riding my motorcycle, either in the woods or on the road.
Me and you get along
like
just
going
fine.
out four-wheeling. Generally
Cool.
being an outside person and having a good time.
Yep, just being outside. Terry, anything?
I am an avid gun collector.
Cool.
I have several.
So
what else do I do?
And the rest of them were lost in a freak boating accident.
Yeah, you had them until they were lost in that accident.
Yeah, damn it. I hate bad luck. God damn it. Yeah, I've got a couple myself.
RC, everything RC.
Where'd Jeff go again?
Drones,
I don't know.
drones, helicopters, RC cars. Yep.
I think he might be grabbing something.
All right, what question were we on? 6 now?
Number 6.
No, that was 6, I think.
Yep, that was 6.
Yeah.
As soon as Jeff gets back, hurry up!
See you.
God damn it. He can't hear us. So.
No, man, we got 20 questions. We can't wait on Jeff. He might be taking mushrooms or something.
They say this kills your short-term memory. What the hell? I was the one who knew it was 6.
All right, Charlie, number 7. What got you into gold mining?
Well, that's like watching West Oz dig up gold nuggets. I was watching Bogus Prospecting digging up flour gold. I was watching Flour Gold Wizards dig it up here in Wisconsin. And I finally got to a point where it's like, instead of watching it, I'm going to do it.
There you go.
And that's where I got into gold prospecting.
Cool.
Hey, Jan, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Is that a tomato plant?
No, it's something getting mailed out, I guess. Or mail coming in or whatever.
Oh, he finally did it.
Oh, I had to wait.
Jeff, so you got to answer the question, though. What got you into gold?
Gold mining.
Gold mining?
What got you into it?
I guess Mr. Terry Browner down here in the
whatever it
bottom
is, whatever it is that you do, it doesn't have to be gold mining. What got you into what you're doing?
Well, I'm into the gold right now, hot and heavy. So yeah, I mean, all year.
That guy
But
over there in the
Terry
corner.
Browner down there on the bottom, he instigated most of this.
He's the instigator, huh?
He's a spreader of the gold fever.
He lit the fire.
Yeah, he lit the fire. Him and Dennis Dayton, they lit the fire. They created a monster.
Cool. Robert, what got you into rock?
Look at the cheddar he gets.
Well, I mean, I've always liked rocks and fossils and such like that my whole life.
Me too.
I grew up as a little kid here in Colorado, and we've got Dinosaur National Monument here, and so I was way into dinosaurs when I was a kid. So I wanted to be a paleontologist to begin with, and then we moved away and went to Washington State, which is my home state. And there really wasn't much for paleontology up there, but there was plenty of Pacific Northwest Indians and archaeology up there. And of course, that was about the time that Indiana Jones movie started coming out and everything. And so I got kind of into archaeology. And I've been into archaeology ever since. But the geology just kind of came as a natural side effect of the two.
It's actually part of it. They kind of go hand in hand, geology and archaeology.
Yeah, and I've always liked finding cool rocks, and I've always kept my eye out and finding agates and geodes when I was a kid and stuff like that. Right now, I really love oolites, which are these little round inclusions. You see those?
Oh, okay. Do they glow in the dark or anything? Under a black light or anything?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you have to take a black light to them sometime. Oh, you got one.
No, these ones don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of the rocks around here don't either.
Or, you just find something really interesting, like you found somebody's balls that finally shriveled up and fell off.
Nano balls.
Your wife lost them. She had them in her purse, and away they went.
There was a hole in the purse or something. Yeah. Just interesting rocks like that are always great. Like this is basically a piece of travertine, like a cave stone formation or a hot spring type formation, but we've kind of polished up one side of it.
Yeah, Reg, you are right.
Cool.
But yeah,
there's
so many, and they're just rocks, but they can be so cool.
Oh yeah. All right, Mr. Lodak, what got you into doing what you do?
Oh, like gold rush and shit, and then I figured out how they dig different layers on the shows, and they show you like where ancient bedrock is and all this stuff. I started to see that in the holes they would dig for my footings and foundation doing concrete work. And then I was kind of hooked.
Cool. Heath? See, guys,
I've always had a
good time?
fascination.
That's just
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's interesting. All right, Heath. I'm sorry.
Kind of had a thing for rocks basically my whole life growing up on the river that I lived on. But with our land, we had 4 different ranges of levels of earth, I should say, or hills or mountains. Kind of always been into it. Knew that things were going on as far as gold mining in Vermont from when I was a little kid. Well, I guess I would have to use the same thing as Lodek would, more, I guess, because of the shows that they produced on the Discovery Channel. So yeah, I guess that had something to do with it. But overall, again, it comes down to being able to get out on the river and where I really enjoy to be and have a good time.
Yeah, I love it out there.
Fine. Every once in a while, if I'm walking down the road, on the trail, you never know. In the river, if there's a rock that catches my eye, that rock goes home with me. But
you should see my yard. Yeah. I know the feeling.
Out of fucking a million bazillion rocks that I'm walking over, one caught my eye.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Terry, what got you started?
It was that one boring night when nothing's on TV and you're super scrolling through YouTube and you come across this guy and he's over in Indiana and like, man, that ain't that far away, Mr. Dennis Dayton. Next thing you know, he gets me into gold prospector space. And between the two of them, kind of morphed to where it is.
Well.
Another
I got to
monster.
throw in one other thing. I got a lot of help I got a lot of help from the owner and creator of the Green Mountain Gold Trap. He showed me an awful lot of shit. So that was good. Good.
Joseph from Green Mountain Gold Trap, yeah.
I guess
Joseph's a really cool guy.
I guess
he actually been doing some masonry work in his basement for him.
Luke Duke, how you doing?
I guess another thing that I guess another thing I could say got me into rocks and minerals such at an early age is my dad was a miner here in Colorado for many years.
Oh, that helps.
He mined oil shell for many years. He did work in like a gold and silver mine for a while, and he worked in the uranium mine as well.
Cool.
So yeah, my dad, I listened to stories as a kid of all kinds of stories about him mining and getting blown up in mines and such.
All right, number 8, gentlemen, are you ready?
Hello, Z-Rich Coins.
Charlie.
Terry didn't get to finish his answer, did he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Terry,
Dennis Dayton, AU prospecting.
I'm never going to jump on anybody. I'm an interviewer. That's what I plan on doing. So, Charlie.
Yep.
What made you start a YouTube channel?
I just wanted to be able to put my content out, do some fun editing with videos and stuff, and I put it out there. In the 1 year that I have been putting videos up, I am completely blown away with where I'm at. And there's more to come. I am planning more adventures and stuff like that. So it's going to be an interesting next year.
I hope to be part of it, bro. I hope to be a big part of it. All right, Jeff.
Oh, please no.
Yeah, he'll get his headphones on in a second.
Oh, I got them on.
Oh, you got them on? Well, I couldn't tell. Okay. What made you start a YouTube channel? What was your inspiration for starting a YouTube channel?
See, I don't know. That is a tough one for me because it's just something I did because it was suggested by Dennis Dayton. You need to start a YouTube channel. You need to start taking videos of it and posting it. And, well, in order to show Dennis appreciation, I started making videos of panning out his dirt and stuff. That was one of my first videos in prospecting.
So you just reviewed his dirt then?
Yeah. I didn't even really know what a review was at that point. I was just showing me panning out, getting some big nuggets out of there.
Cool.
What am I doing?
Robert?
Well, mine basically, I started a YouTube channel because I was wanting to comment on some YouTube things, and it says you would have to have an account in order to comment. And so I guess I created an account, and somebody told me that, well, I mean, they said, yeah, no, you've got a YouTube account. I was like, what? And I started posting videos, but I was watching the coin hunting community. And I was like, you know what? I want to start something that's not really coin related, but everybody from the different communities can join. So I was like, you know, I'm going to start a jerky channel because there's nobody that's really just doing nothing but really eating jerky and then just sitting there drinking and smoking and bullshitting with people.
Yeah, like a podcast almost.
And my whole point initially, when I first come up with the idea, was, you know what? If we can actually get this channel monetized and get it advertised out there, then I'll be getting all kinds of free jerky.
Well, there ain't nobody gonna bitch about that.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna complain about that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
$5 a bag.
Mr. Loden, what made you stand up and shout?
Well, I mean, I watched Gold Rush and I just saw like everything just kind of fall into place, and I stopped making YouTube videos after I did just like pay dirt reviews because I felt it wasn't true, and I just became a moderator for every channel, and I don't know. It was just about I couldn't hold my channel right now, you know, as all that took in place, you know.
Yep, got too much going on.
I got the laptop up. It makes it a lot easier for when I see certain people that pop in chat that I wanted to make mods.
Cool. Mr. Heath, what
Oil
made you
that chair,
start
dude. Well, I enjoy taking videos and taking pictures, and I kind of wanted to put things out there to share with friends and family, and possibly myself when I get older, because, well, Alzheimer's and dementia runs in my family. So when I get older and I can't remember shit from wipe my ass and fix my nose, I kind of told all three of my girls about the channel, and if anything goes down as far as that, and I get to that point where I can't remember anything, to show me pictures, videos, my YouTube channel, you name it, so that maybe I can have a smile one day and go, cool.
You're using that as a backup memory then.
Music. Thanks for stopping by. You're never late. As long as we're live, you're still more than welcome to join in chat.
So what I'd like to achieve a little bit more out of my YouTube channel now that I've kind of been into it and doing more things with it, though. I definitely want to do some more gold panning on it, some more adventures, going out fishing, camping. And I've already told Brewer and I told Charlie about I'd like to get into doing some rock slabbing, and I have access to a machine, and I have some of my own stones that I've collected now that I like, but when I'm like, well, I like these rocks, so I really want to cut them. So I need to do a little soul searching, or just go to the rivers or wherever I happen to find a really cool stone and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm cutting that thing in pieces. And I'd like to.
I would just find
to achieve more on my channel.
A random stone, something that's not worth anything, whatever, just a random stone.
And chop it up.
And practice with that, chopping and cutting and slapping, seeing how you like it, how it turns out, and then try that with the piece that you actually want to cut.
Yeah, chop it up and just see what.
I know. I've got a lot of experience as a mason using the saw, cutting stones, cutting anything really. So it's part of being able to get some nice designs out of them and cut them right.
I hate to be party pooper, but we're only on question number 7 of 20.
That was question 8.
Yeah.
Okay, 8.
20. So yeah, we can keep our answers to the point, and we can move on and get through the 20 questions without spending 5 hours here, because we can all talk. All of us can talk forever.
Move along, boys. Move along. Terry,
how you doing, Benzo?
Yeah, we haven't even got to the after party.
I'm quiet type. I don't talk very much.
All right. Question number 9. How did you guys get connected to this community?
I was flipping through and I seen Flash in Your Pan comment about one of his Tuesday live hangouts. And from there, I met JP and Benzo, and from there, I grew to where I'm at now. It's meeting people in the community and going from there that I got to the point that I'm at. And an awesome person in the community is down there at the bottom too, Terry Briner. He's really awesome.
There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
We're going to hear more about that later, I'm sure.
Once he sets up his YouTube channel, me and Jeff will be shouting that out.
We're gonna blow it up.
I'll be right with you.
We're gonna blow him up.
Okay, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
How did you become affiliated with the whole community? I mean, this whole community.
The whole community. All right. I started out, I was just over watching Dan Hurd, Me Miner, Aqua Chigger, all these guys, and I kept on noticing this one guy in chat all the time. He was everywhere, and that's old Reg Lab. Reg kind of brought me into certain different people. Like he brought me to Dennis's channel one night. I wasn't there 15 minutes, and boom, I won the night gall giveaway on the comments. So there I had my first gram of gold, and it was on. But I think JP posted over at Dennis's channel one night, and I was just like, well, hell, who's this guy? So I ended up at the bar one night, and I was just in comments. I didn't even think about ever getting on the bar. But it just grew, and the conversations led to, hey, come on into the bar, join in, So in between Dennis, Terry Briner, Reg Lab, and JP's bar. JP's bar fam for life, baby.
Robert, how did you get into this community?
Well, partially the coin community. There's a few prospectors that are in the hunting community and silver stacking community, and one of them showed up in my channel one time and said, "Hey, you need to come over here and hang out with us someday."
Who was that?
It was either Jeff or Charles.
Oh.
That was man.
It was a tag team. We were both there.
But I've watched Dan Hurds, and I've watched Clash Guitars. I've watched a lot of the different prospecting channels. I've always liked the gold prospecting shows on Discovery and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like the Australian gold prospecting channels more than I do the Alaskan ones now.
Yeah, because you get bigger gold.
It's not just that. I think there's a little bit less of the National Geographic bullshit drama in the Australian ones.
All right, well, my turn. I actually got into this community accidentally. This is a funny story. I've been meant to tell JP many times. I keep forgetting about it because it wasn't that important. I was on the internet looking up JP Cycles. You ever heard of JP Cycles? They're a parts store that sell parts for motorcycles. Well, I was looking up JP Cycles, and it came up JP Lawns and More, and I didn't even look at just JP. Okay, click. Well, it comes up this big red bearded son of a bitch standing in the middle of the river. I'm going, Hobbies, son of a bitch. Because I've been doing it since I was 6 years old, panning for gold. My father taught me in the rivers of California where we lived out there. And it's stuck in me. It's been in my blood ever since. You know how it goes. Once you see it, you want to see it again. You know?
And again.
And once you see them go, you want to see them all.
Okay.
Anyway, that's how I got started. I stumbled on JP by accident, looking for motorcycle parts.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Jaron.
So actually, I started out like on like treasurenet.com, and because I was just like interested in like the gold rush TV shows and stuff, and I was kind of trying to figure out my area, and kind of put me onto there. But I found out there's a lot of bad players there, so I ended up into GPS and talking to like with Ken, which a lot of us know Ken, and that's kind of where I've just stuck at, you know.
Cool.
Ken's a very wise man. Very wise.
Oh yeah, you got to listen closely to what he's got to say.
Yeah, when he speaks, you better listen.
Or Hith, as it says in your bio there. Nobody noticed that.
No, Hith looks like he's got a skin color T-shirt on. Looks like his tits are sagging or something.
No, it's like Hith is like Mark. Mark is a dog with a hair lip. Mark.
All right. So what brought me into this part of the community, is watching a few live shows doing the coin counting, and I happen to know one of the guys that's in there is a prospector, and he showed me a couple other rooms, and wound up having a raid going to JP's, and kind of hung out in JP's for a while. And these two who lives up here in the corner, Charlie and Jeff, I've gotten to know them through somewhat of JP's channel, but this channel, and it's become whatever it is, and I'm glad to be part of this. That's for sure.
Yeah, I am.
So
too.
there's my answer in a nutshell.
Oh, here, by the way, shut that off, is the JP Cycles that I was looking for when I found JP Lawns and More by accident. These are the guys that I was looking for.
I was looking for my JP Cycle sticker too, Mark, but it's not beside me. It's in the building up there.
So it's Terry's turn.
Yep, Terry. What got you?
Well, it all started out with
this community.
My buddy Dennis.
Yeah, of course.
And GPS has to be the main seed. There's a wealth of knowledge in that community right there, and then you get into everybody's channels and you start supporting them, and next thing you know, you start your own and the love returns. You know.
There you go.
So That's where I am.
Meet a lot of new friends too, man. I've
Oh,
met
yeah.
people that I just absolutely can't wait to meet. Me and Charlie have met. We've been mining together. But everybody else on the channel, I just go, I can't wait just to someday walk up and shake their hand and say, now I've met you.
Oh, yeah.
I know you. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know you.
You're a long fucking way away, though, Mark.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
Hey, if nothing else, I made it to the black book.
Yeah, you made it in the black book, buddy. Your name has been in there for a while, so watch yourself. All right,
I feel honored. I feel honored. I really
on
do.
with the interview. Question number 10. What do you see?
50% weigh in.
Say what now?
So question number 10, we're 50% of 20.
Yeah, we're okay. We're halfway there. Yeah, shut up. All right. Now, God damn, I gotta look at it again. Darren, knock it off. Okay. What do you see, Charlie? First you, for your YouTube channel in the next 5 years? What do you plan on doing different? What do you plan on doing? Do you have any plans? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm hoping to get to a point where I have at least a few cameramen and a couple other guys that are involved with the channel, prospecting other locations and stuff. Traveling to different places and doing a lot more adventures. Pretty much. I'm slowly getting there. It's a slow process, and trying to get that built up, it takes a minute.
Don't step farther than you can walk.
Yep.
Yeah. Jeff?
In 5 years, I'm going to say that my channel's been to a Flash Bash. Will have been to 5 JP birthday bashes. I will have been on the creek with most everybody in here, including Luke Duke out here, Chris V. Already been there, done that. We've done hung out, which I want to do it again. Anytime you can get that man to cook for you on the creek, oh, buddy. Yeah, take him up on it. Take him up on it. Benzo,
we'll be looking forward to it, man.
Same way, but yeah, I mean, I just look forward to hanging out with more of you out here in the chats in this room right now. Terry Browner, I've been trying to get up with him for almost 2 years now. Yeah. 2 years I've been trying to just get up that far.
At least you can talk to each other live, you know what I mean?
Oh no, me and Terry, we're Marco Polo. We're all the time back and forth.
Oh yeah, I walk down the creek going, "Hey Jeff, should I dig here?"
Yeah, he's like, "Hey man, you tell me where to dig, and I'll run 2 hours and I'll send you the tellings." This man has done that for me because I was unable, due to my circumstances here in my job, what I do.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't able to go up there, and this man did that for me. So you know what I did? I sit there, I sent him, I was like, here's your gas money to get Taryn back. I appreciate it, you know.
Never.
You know, who else is going to give you that kind of deal? I mean, you can't buy that on the internet. You only got friends that offer you stuff like that. And that's why Charlie gets a bag, Mark gets a bag, the channel gets a bag. Terry is an awesome guy, guys. That's why me and him hit it off from the beginning.
All right. Well, rolling downhill. Can't stop it. Robert, what do you see in your channel for the next 5 years?
Really hadn't thought that far ahead. I just kind of take it one step at a time. Like I said,
I don't plan that far ahead. The weekend.
Good answer. Good answer.
I'd like to see me be able to be monetized, and like I said, possibly get a jerky sponsor or something.
Cool, like Jack Links or somebody, man.
Yeah.
Somebody big, you know what I mean? That'd be cool.
I'm hoping to get sponsored by Luke Duke Outdoors.
Or we got to do is you get a little bit bigger. we get monetized, we'll get a hold of Jack Lynch and tell him, hey, dudes, do you know about this guy?
Right.
And we'll send him a couple of videos and poof, you never know.
Oh, can I
Marketing's
say
good,
it?
brother.
Terry, you got to grow your beard, man. You got to get your beard, dude. Here, hold the dog up there. You got a beard.
Terry.
Now I look like Heath.
All right. Mr. Wheeler, sir.
BC Treasure Trail.
Yeah, I knew this would be a trick
We'll,
question.
we'll pass on that one.
And like me, I don't plan to have a YouTube channel for 5 years, so whatever. I'm just a supporter of channels. I'm an interviewer like I'm doing now. I'm interviewing and asking questions of 6 different people at once, and we have done a great job, guys. So, Mr. Wheeler, your stage, sir.
I'll pass on this question.
Nah, I knew you.
I choose not to like have any donations or anything to my channel whatsoever. No fundraisers, no nothing.
Yeah, like me
Well,
too.
in
Patreon,
5
right?
years,
I
can
can't
I
even
look
spell
forward to a helicopter ride, Mr. Lodak?
I can't even spell Patreon. Shut up and go away.
I'm waiting for Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting to give me a helicopter ride to his family's property up there in Blackhawk.
I wouldn't pass it up.
Right?
Yeah.
That chunk of pass makes me real excited.
Yeah. Mr. Heath, sir, what do you see for your channel?
Jeez.
Next 5 years.
Yeah, I guess I have no clue. I would like to. I guess I don't really have a clue what to expect out of it in 5 years. I don't know. Something good, I hope it would be. Something that grows better, something that people enjoy. And I guess I'm not sure about whether I want to collect money off of it, but there's an awful lot of people that are living off of YouTube now, and yeah, well, my old ass just isn't like it used to be, young spring chicken to be able to work. So
that's why I don't.
That side of things would intrigue me more to be able to do more.
If I win the lottery, look out. But until then,
I win the lotto.
I think he won the lotto. He's buying me a new van.
Yeah, I'm buying him a new van. That I am.
If I win the lotto, I'm going to buy the ravine on the end of Terry's fucking property.
I'm going to hire some gorgeous fun to follow me around with a GoPro.
So everything that is lost up top, I'm going to get down on the bottom.
No losses, bro.
All right.
It ain't getting by me.
All seriousness, Mr. Brenner, what do you see for your channel in the next 5 years, sir?
Well, I'm going to do something none of y'all have seen on YouTube at all. And it kind of stemmed from what I did with Mr. Brewer. I'm going to get my viewers involved. And I'm going to pick, say, 4 or 5 people in the chat. And they are going to get to win an hour's run wherever they want me to suck up. It's going to be a pick your spot. And they're going to get that dirt.
And send it to you.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, let me know when that happens and remember my name.
Suck it and send it.
Well, you'll be a subscriber to my channel.
Hour suck what?
That'll be the motto for the channel. I suck it. Ship it.
Okay, so the next question.
Suck it and send it.
I forgot Jared was in the room.
We're past 50% now. This is halfway through it. And we're having this much fun. You can imagine what the rest of it's going to be. All right. Who's your biggest influence to start prospecting?
That would have to be Gold Rush, watching their videos and stuff, and the TV show. That's what really got me into like the whole gold prospecting. But what got me into treasure seeking was the Goonies.
Yeah, Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. Jeff,
Hey, Charlie, are you going to tell
Charlie was your
Mr.
biggest
Man on the
influence?
bottom? Terry, I guess he's on the bottom for
Terry?
everybody's.
Cool.
What was that, Jeff?
Do you got a surprise for Terry coming?
We talk about.
Yeah, what are you talking
What are-
about? We're answering questions here. We're
Hey,
answering.
you guys.
Terry. Yeah, on my Etsy page, I do have hoodies up.
Oh, spray painted.
They're not. No, it's not the spray painted ones.
Back
But
on track,
I am going
boys.
to make you
Back
a
on track,
special one
boys.
that's
Where's the
spray painted
questions?
for you.
He was talking about that, yeah. Anyway, Jeff, who was
Save
your
it for the
biggest
after
influence?
show. Give it, Jeff.
Jeff.
I couldn't.
Jeff,
Did you hear?
who's your influencer?
Who is the biggest influence to have you start your shit, whatever you do?
In gold.
Beep.
I didn't think you could hear me. So.
Oh Lord, let's see.
Come on, man.
I
Oh,
started out.
oh,
I'm gonna have to say Dan Hurd got the gold bug started, and then I started talking to the community, and it led to other places, and then it went to Terry Browner. Boom. Terry Browner. Big influence.
Damn it, man.
Keep going back to him. Why do we got him on the bottom? He should be up on the top.
I don't have control of where people lay.
Okay, Robert, who is your biggest influence to start this year?
Well, yeah, like basically, starting the YouTube or just
for your basic influence to start getting it, whatever the hell it is you want. You know what I mean? Who influenced you to go? I got to have that, man. I got to do this. You know,
like I said, when it comes to the rocks and minerals, for the most part, it'd have to be my dad and his mining career. Other than that, it was just my own passions, just wherever I took myself.
and as big as you was you. That's pretty cool. Mr. Lodak, who was your biggest inspiration?
Well, I watched a lot of like Gold Rush and stuff, and one day I was going fishing. And I was more passionate about fishing, and my grandfather, he took me by this boulder and he took out his pocket knife and started scraping out this material. I was like, "But what are you doing? We're supposed to go fishing." And hindsight, it was gold.
Bingo.
That's pretty cool.
Fishing for gold, boy. We're fishing for gold, looking for the shiny. Awesome.
Yeah, the only good thing my father ever did was teach me how to. He said, "Boy, money don't grow on trees, but I'll show you how to dig it out of the ground." And we did. And I saw my first taste of gold at 6 years old, and I'm going, "Oh my God." He said, "Yep." Oh, that boy. He said, "I'll buy that from you." And he gave me a $5 bill or something. I thought I was the king of the world. Woohoo! I've been hooked ever since. Keith, who's your biggest influence?
Yes, we
well,
are.
as far
Right?
as shows go, I guess is Dan Hurd, and before that would have been all the gold mining shows on Discovery Channel. However, one that's got me in tuned with going prospecting and finding gold is Joe from Green Mountain Gold Trap.
Joseph, yeah, you had mentioned him earlier. Yep.
Yep,
Cool.
he's put a lot of drive into me, shown me a lot, and between my place and his is roughly an hour and 45.
Joseph's a good guy. I can vouch for him.
Yeah, he sounds like a real.
I I picked and pawed at his brain, and I worked my way from my house to his house, learning what he was teaching me. And there's gold between my house and his house. So I've shown him, well, I've offered to show him a couple of the creeks. When I was telling you guys about the other night, 5 miles of a creek to go play on. So yeah, hit Joe. Joe is a big person that I would look up to.
Cool.
Heath, my brother, we still got like 8 questions to go through.
Yeah, Mr. Brenner, sir.
Perfect.
The buzzard, man. I can't believe none of you guys said his name. The buzzard.
Right.
Tom and his kid, Tom Massey.
Yeah,
Gold Beaver.
I was thinking of Tom and George as well. Yeah.
This is why we ask 6 different people the same question, because we all get This is an interview.
Yeah.
All right, now
love them Gold Beaver shows, boys.
Yep. Now we have to go
I
in a
have
different
to
order
admit-
of the questions, just because somebody went and switched shit around.
I have to admit, I agree with Terry, because I remember every Saturday, fee, fi, go, go.
Yep.
I mean, it was implanted then.
Hello,
yeah,
Amethyst.
Have you ever found, this is question number 12, have you ever found a picker in your state?
I'll answer real quick.
In your state?
No.
Nope.
Yes,
Either have I. I haven't. Not in my state.
I have.
Almost close to.
I have in Utah. I'm sorry.
That's not a picker.
I've never even prospected for gold in my state.
Can you use tweezers?
I'm not picking up with a snuffer bottle.
No, we're talking with the fingers. I've never found one. So everybody has the same answer on that one. We'll just leave that one alone.
See, in my case, it's quicker for me to drive to another state that has gold quicker than it would be for me to drive in my state, because it'd take longer. So it's a shorter drive to go to another state for me.
Okay.
New York,
gentlemen,
has no gold, so I have to go to Vermont to find gold. No, I've never gotten a picker from New York.
New York's got gold. You just can't have it.
You can't tell them that you have it. There's a difference.
You can't get caught looking either.
Did we make it to question 13?
Yes, there's a reason I'm leaving New York. I've got a trunk full of fucking placer gold. Get away from me. Anyway, all right, gentlemen, back to the questions. Oh, I forgot what it was. Hold on. Oh, okay. What's the most gold you've ever found in one pan? Just guessing on the weight. Don't exaggerate, gold mining.
I think a 0.2 for here in Wisconsin.
Yep. Mine was a 1.3. The most gold in one pan I've ever found. A 0.13. It's nice. It's cute, but Minnesota sucks.
Now, if we're talking like gold bags, that's a whole other story. On the crate, yeah.
Found in one pan when you're out in the wild. I should have specified wild.
Oh, so it's not clean up from sluice?
If it's come from the wild, I don't care if it goes through the pan or the sluice. You get it out of the sluice, you still got to pan it. Hello.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's still going to be panned. The last thing it's done is panning to reveal what's there. So the biggest that you've ever had, Jeff?
Very minuscule. Very, because it was only for a few hours on the creek getting raw gold.
That's what it's all about, bud.
I mean, I had shiny in the pan. That's all I can say. When I threw it in the bucket, I knew I'd done seen me and Benzo, and he's my witness because he's seen every pan that I panned out there on the
Oh, it's you, Harry Gold, huh?
Yeah, I was out on the creek with Benzos when I did my first raw pay dirt panning.
There you go.
And he put me right on it. So
what a way to start. Holy man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I owe all that to Benzo Gold, boys. I mean,
Very cool. All right, Mr. Briner.
That was a great Sunday morning.
Mr. Briner, sir, what's the most that you've ever
know.
Top panning out in New Wild?
You guys really want to know?
That's kind of why I asked the question. Yeah.
That's a trick question for him, though, because he can get it where he lives now or Colorado.
Yeah. Colorado is 12.2 ounces.
12.2.
Yeah.
In one
pan. Picture somewhere. So.
One pan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, you just said 12.2 ounces in one pan.
Yeah.
I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
to?
No,
Jeff Brewer's got pictures.
I got pictures.
12.2 ounces in one pan.
Of the nuggets that's in the center of that pan that's visible. I mean, I've got one of the nuggets right here in my hand.
It was quite.
I mean, that's how I can bonify this. I mean, this nugget.
I got 36.7 ounces in 3 days.
You
under
hit the
one
spot.
boulder.
You hit the spot then.
So where's
and wonder why I want to buy the fucking crick below his claim.
And that doesn't happen every day, I'll tell you. You hit the spot once, be thankful because you probably could hit.
I'll come help you mine that. That would be awesome.
No doubt. All right.
And that was just a piglet. If I'd have had a monster hog, it'd have been a lot more.
Oh yeah, more than likely. Mr. Heath, what's the most you've ever had in one pan? Naturally out of the natural.
How can I send this?
Oh, I don't know, 0.12 maybe.
Pay dirt bags are another whole other subject.
But again, I'm dealing with just all flour gold, fly poop, flour gold, really fine shit.
Mine was about a 1.1 to 1.3, or 0.1 to 1. That's really hard to say when you're drinking. Anyway,
yeah. Words are...
mine was so low too. It was not much. Really hard in Minnesota. Robert, anything?
Well, like the time that I did try pan, I got maybe 6 little tiny pinpricks worth of gold in a pan.
Oh yeah, that's here too. Mr. Lodak, sir, interjection.
Well, I mean, the biggest pan I ever had was 1 ounce. That was from pay dirt.
Wow.
And as far as Utah goes, no, the average is like 0.03 or something.
Because like I said, you that one video I watched, you just whooped their asses with the sluice. Got more gold than everybody else, and I thought maybe that was one of your bigger pans. But you never got natural,
Oh, most certainly.
Indiana,
I definitely kicked their asses.
Yeah. I don't know what the weight was.
They don't understand the. Well, that's the thing is, it's not about weight necessarily. It's about how you run your material. And if you don't know how to run your material, you're going to be lagging. You're going to be lagging behind people that are running like people that know how to classify or whatnot and run the material that they're going to capture.
Yeah, we know where you're getting at. Repetitious.
All right. I'm going to be.
Got to change that surface.
All right. One of
sorry.
the pictures. Yeah,
I had to make a beer run.
Right there it is.
There you go, buddy. That's 3 days.
Right there's the pan.
Holy
Get a fucking pan.
That's beautiful.
Now don't ask me to blow this.
I'm a gold porn addict, so please keep it coming.
Hey,
Jeff's nugget is right there at the very top at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep, right.
That,
Very
that's
well.
on Colorado.
That's
Dead
Colorado,
center of
yeah.
the screen. Yeah, my nugget's right there, dead center of the screen. I guess
That's
you'd say.
Colorado.
That's Colorado.
Nice.
Fucking A. I
Fucking
need to
beautiful.
go there. I want to go. I live in Colorado.
That's
It's a helicopter ride.
I want to go. I want to go.
As Luke Duke said right there, biggest thing is learn your equipment.
Oh yeah.
Got to know what you're doing with what you're working with.
Wow,
Everything you work with is different.
that's just blows my mind to see that out of Colorado. That's oh my god, I want to go there so bad.
Yeah, out of Colorado, but you got to be in
That's
the
just
right
the
area. Colorado.
that's just the mediocre stuff. There's another pan that's all the big stuff.
and this,
Damn.
that's
Wow.
the big nugget
Okay,
out of that
in
pan.
that pan is that nugget from Jeff, and that thing weighs almost 4 grams, and that's in the small
Four
stuff.
and a half. 4.5.
Yeah.
And it's a little over a half.
Wow.
But yeah, that's
Okay.
in that pan at the very top of the pan at 12 o'clock. This very nugget.
Now see, I'm short and stocky. I'm built as a
And to be honest, most of these nuggets are in that pan as well.
Oh, the ones in your little square thing?
Yes, those are. I mean,
I'll come out of that pan, huh? That's a beauty. I wouldn't mind having it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get on to the next question.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
Yes,
get on the
next
question.
Sorry,
I get mesmerized by a pan of gold. I can stand there all night.
Terry was called out on it. I had the picture, so I had to share it, guys.
I wouldn't
sorry.
even blink if I didn't have to.
Damn.
All right. Next question. Hot dog, what is it? All right. All right. Now, in your local area, now this is an east, west, south, blah, blah question. You know what I mean? It's not a specific over here 20 miles from this. It just east, west, north, northwest, blah, blah, in your state. If you could go to any of your favorite spots in your state, would it be east, west, north, south, northwest, southwest? You know what I mean?
West.
West?
Yep.
Jeff?
Well, since I'm out here on the tip of the west, I guess it would have to be east.
East. Okay. Terry?
I'm going northeast
Northeast. Cool.
towards Chicago.
Heath?
Oh, I'm totally going north to the mountains.
Cool.
More into the mountains, let's say.
Me, I'm going south towards where Charlie wants to go.
Y'all are gonna meet in the middle.
I'm with you, brother. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, Robert.
Well,
Hunting anywhere in your state.
initially I would have said south, but after seeing that fucking pot of gold, I think I'm gonna go east.
That's what I was gonna say. Where's Terry at?
Going east.
Well,
Joe.
yeah, I guess that's my answer.
Oh, Mr. No Gold in Utah. If you could go anywhere in your state, where would you go? Northeast, southwest, northwest, blah, blah, blah. What do you think?
Oh,
Mr. Lodak. Earth to Mr.
South.
Lodak. Earth to Mr. Lodak.
South. He said south.
Okay. I didn't hear him. It was dead silence for a minute there.
Sorry, I took an unannounced spinning break.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mini break.
It was funny though. It came out good. So South Utah. Huh? Okay. 15. All right. What's the most cherished or most valuable thing that you now currently own?
Oh my.
Most
That'd
valuable,
probably be
cherished, even if it's not valuable. It's the most thing you will never get rid of. It's you. I mean, what is your most valuable that you know is worth more, or something that you'll never get rid of? What the fuck it I offered you.
Charlie, I'll head you off on here and say Bitcoin.
Of course you would.
Hold on, guys. Check this
We
out.
would expect no less.
I got to switch the camera around here real quick.
That's why we love you, Jared. 'Cause
Well, I'll answer that with my answer easily.
I mean, something personal. I mean, that you own physically.
It would have to be the very first.
You know what I
There's
mean?
a deer walking down the road right now in front of my house.
What's that?
There's deer walking down the road in front of my house right now.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Grab the gun, you silly bastard.
Yeah.
Make me some fucking jerky.
There's a crossbow in the building. You need it.
I had a red tail fox.
Don't you own a knife? Who said you can't shoot? You got a knife, right?
Gaff him.
I had a red tail fox eyeballing my dog the other night. I had to intervene, or that fucking fox would have probably tried to keep my dog. He'd have probably got her too. She's old, and small.
But I would have to answer. It's my Civil War button that I found learning how to use my detector.
I don't know how to.
It's got more value on it than it's worth. If I was to say, I mean, I value it more than what it's worth, just because that was one of my first relics and the Civil War relics that I found with my detector, and that was the whole reason I bought it. So
I would have to go with amethyst on this question right there.
What's that?
I would have to go with amethyst on that question. As my kids.
Yeah. That's a good answer, baby. That's a good answer.
But we're talking about that you found in the ground. I
No,
made that.
No, not
He's
found in the
mine.
ground.
I made
Something
mine.
Yeah, listen, something that you possess.
Don't have to find it in the
You'll
ground.
never get rid of, no matter if nobody offers you $1 million for it, you go, no, that's mine. Or something that you think is that valuable that you, wow, I've got one of them. That was
my
basically
son makes me proud every
what
day,
you
but I
have
would
that
still
you
have to go
cherish.
with my Civil
You'll
War.
never get rid of because you cherish it, or you think it's that valuable.
Well,
you can retire and piss gold flakes and whatnot.
And see, the other reason why I'm not running and going grabbing the bow right now and shooting because that would be classified as poaching.
Made you laugh.
Not if you don't.
Only if you're holding a light on it.
I'm live on YouTube. How am I not gonna get caught?
Hey, Mark.
Just
I've got
the fucking thing down for a second. I'll be right back.
What's that?
Came off.
I've got for you, Mark. But I cherish it, but that's not to say that I wouldn't sell it. I don't have kids, so I can't use that excuse. Not very many people have a dinosaur sitting on their bookshelf.
I remember that. Yeah. There's two halves of it, right? Yeah, when it was split in half. Yeah. I remember you.
Oh, that's
showing
fucking cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. So that would have to be mine, or less.
Where are we at now?
What question?
Everybody answer.
No, I think it's on Heath's
No.
answer next.
I own a few things that I'll probably never ever get rid of. But two of them, they were shotguns that were used on the stagecoach run in the late 1700s. My family. So yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to get rid of them.
That's cherished items there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't sell guns. I just buy them.
Yeah, like I
Mine
said,
would have to be my Ducks Unlimited shotgun set from 410 to 10, all labeled serial number 1.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
cool.
I'd never get rid of them.
Yeah.
Wow!
I entered the gun raffle for $20. I figured it was helping out somebody who, whatever they were helping out, I don't care. It's a gun raffle. I might win. And I looked on the list. After I gave him the $20, I figured it was gun raffle. I looked on the list. I'm going on the list. I'm going, I own every motherfucking one of them things on the list. Why did I just give him $20? You know what I mean? I started laughing. I own every gun on that list.
I want to go play in Terry's.
So it's not even
safe.
fun winning.
Terry's
All right.
safe.
Dude, it's my whole freaking spare bedroom.
I want to go play in his fun room.
This is a question basically for the gold miners and panners, the pay dirt miners, the whatever, the prospectors. Do you use a magnet when you start through a pay dirt? I don't either.
So
I do.
No.
Jeff?
Yeah, I do on certain ones.
Certain ones, what do you mean?
Depending on whose bag it is, what it looks like to me, and what my classification is of it, I'll pull out the old magnet.
Okay. Now, if you're going to use a magnet on one pay dirt, why not just use it on it all?
Because some of it really don't have enough magnetics to matter. Some of it.
But do
is
you use that
friggin'
magnet on it to find out?
loaded.
Do you use that magnet on it to find out?
Well, I use a magnet knowing that I don't care if I do pick up some gold because it's real fine gold.
Oh, you'll get it out. Yeah, we're not worried about that.
Yeah, I get that out later at the end of the year process. That's
Okay.
no bother to me. I'm still not lost it. It's all still in the container, but yes, I do use a magnet to lower, because I use blue bowl, I use sluices, I use gutter sluice with the dream mat. I use all kinds of stuff. So some recommend to pull it out, some don't.
Cool. Mr. Briner, do you use a magnet to
No, sir.
You should up.
No, sir.
I don't
I
either.
like the challenge.
Me too.
That's why you get a bag, you get a bag.
It seems like more of
And it's going to be nasty.
it seems like more of a pain in the ass to use a magnet than just panning it out. It doesn't. It seems like more of a pain in the ass. I ain't fucking with it. Just come on. Darius, I'm going to go through my pay dirt. I don't care where I get it. I'm going to go through my dirt 4 or 5 times before I send it through the finish sluice, which will
Doing it like that makes you better at it.
it just makes me better, yeah. And I feel it's relaxing.
Oh yeah.
Not when you're looking at that 10-pound bag
Yeah.
going, damn, will it ever end?
Mr. Heath.
Exactly.
I've
Mr.
been
Heath.
there with Terry's bags. I'm like, oh my God, there's 2 more bags after this.
Mr.
Mark.
Heath, do you pan? Do you pan and do gold?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you use a magnet to do so?
I have.
Do you all?
Actually, no. However, when I do go out doing a little bit of prospecting, I actually own one of the magnetic probes. Yeah, look at this big bag, bastard. I own one of the magnetic probes.
Oh, so do I.
And I
Out
have
on the river, yeah.
one of the little
Super magnetics.
be able to scan out at the end.
Yeah,
But
I'm not out of my pan or nothing. Or out of my shit. I'm just.
I use the one to search it and find it, and
There's some magnetics.
I
in
try
there.
not to use a magnet at the end.
Yeah, that's the only time I use a magnet too. Is that probe
Charlie.
when I'm
Terry,
looking
Terry.
to see how chunky the black sand is. When I see how chunky the black sand is, then I'll go after it.
That's awesome.
Robert, you don't fan, do you?
Charlie's phone.
Yep.
And it really depends on the moisture content of the material. If the material is completely dry and you use the neodymium magnet and you don't actually dip it in the material, you just cover it right above it, and those magnetic particles jump out of the material to that magnet.
With the gold on it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you do it dry or wet. You're going to collect some gold.
Well, my buddy has a blue spiral concentrator or something. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it's supposed to be like a black sand separator.
Terry's up
Where
there
the dirt
shaking
goes
his
in
head.
one side and the black sands flip over to the little middle and go down another trough.
And it's got like a little tiny cup in the middle of it.
If you don't know what they're talking about, Mike Vendetta has one of his last videos out doing the cracks and crevices, and he uses his on the tailgate of the truck. That Indiana Creek prospecting. Yeah, seen him.
Cool. Mr. Reaction?
I don't use magnets, and I actually believe in encouraging people not to use magnets, honestly, because you can pick up gold.
Me too.
If you're getting down to that classification and still picking up gold, yeah, you're probably going to magnetize the magnets. It's going to pick up gold.
I figure you got to be man enough to pan that shit up. Be man enough to pan. There's a saying in there somewhere, man enough to pan, or man up and pan, or some shit. I don't know. But yeah,
see, I don't even. I mean,
5 or 6 times before I even send it to the Senate finish loose, my daily. I go through it 5 or 6 times to make sure, and the finish loose will tell me if I was right or wrong.
Well, don't you use a magnet at the end when you're separating your gold and your black
No,
sands?
I don't use magnets.
The only time I use a magnet on my gold, when I have it in the vial, I'll take this little magnet right here. Where the hell did it go? Come here, you.
Well, the thing is gold's not magnetic, so you don't want to worry about that. But sometimes there is magnetite and stuff that are magnetic, but chances are it's going to pick up little small particles with it.
Yeah,
it's just going to be like a gold grabber.
Can you
it'll trap itself.
Can you light me up, guys? Light me up, dude.
Light him up, Charlie.
Light me up, Charlie. All right, thank you. See, I put my gold in a vial. This one's empty, and I put the magnet on the bottom on the cap, and I shake it up because everything heavy is going to go to the bottom, including the black sand. If it's magnetic, I unscrew the cap with the cap thing on there. Release it. All the black sand falls out all over the paper, and my gold is pretty much clean. Pretty much.
But you still use a
That's
magnet
the
for cleanup.
only time I actually use a magnet. Is right there when I get it in the vial dry and everything. I'll shake it upside down, unscrew the cap because it's still holding it on. You know what I mean? It's the magnets on top. Unscrew the vial off the bottom and release it over a paper towel or something. You can see all the black sand. If there's any gold in there,
Have you ever
paper towel will show it to you. That's the only time I use a magnet. Just wanted to share that with you. Whether you care or not, up to you. All right. Uh-oh. Now we have to open the book again. We're on to number 16. Oh, number 17. Sorry. Yeah, number 17. We're almost done. All right. What is the farthest you've ever traveled from your home to do what you do?
To North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah, pretty much right there too, Jeff.
Yeah, well, yeah, because that's
pretty much Yahtzee.
Outing, yeah. It would be up to see Terry. That would be 6.5.
The longest is all we asked.
6.5, I guess.
From
yeah.
your home.
Mine would be Wyoming.
Wyoming. Huh? Cool. Terry?
13 hours in Colorado.
13.
Oh.
It was about 7 hours to the Wyoming spot.
Right. Cool.
Mine would have to be around 2.5 hours up into Vermont. However, this year it's going to probably double that. I'm going to shoot 4 to 5 hours and I'm heading to Maine.
Yeah. Rough.
Well, usually I hunt locally. My longest would have been probably about a 6-hour trip down to Crater or Diamonds.
Mm.
Ooh.
Cool. And
I like to go there once.
Mr. Lodak already answered. 7.5 hour trip. All right. Next question. What famous YouTuber would you like to meet the most? Your favorite YouTuber would you like to meet the most? Charlie?
In person, I would have to say Shane from WestOzAdventures.
He was pretty fun, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a good time. Jeff?
Skip me for right now. That's a toughie.
Skip you for right now.
Yeah, skip me.
Cheater.
Ponder on that when he says.
Terry, wherever you are.
So come on, let's go.
Drives me nuts. Terry, who would you like to meet the most that you haven't already? You know what I mean? Of all the guys you watch or whatever, your favorite YouTuber, who would you like to meet?
Pioneer Polly.
Cool. That's a good choice. Man, he's a cool little beauty. Little vampire.
He's funny dude.
He's seems like a pretty cool little guy. Heath?
Well, I'd have to go with Frank from Exploring Abandoned Mines. I'm his mod there. I've been his mod for 3 years now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shit. I watch a lot of that.
And I guess I would really like to meet Jeff. My name is Jeff.
That's a good choice. Yeah, man. Robert?
Yeah.
I mean, there are a ton that I would love to meet, but I'd have to say I think I would have a blast hanging out with Cy Fines.
What was his name?
Cy Fines. He's a mudlarker out in London.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of him, so I didn't know. I couldn't tell what you were saying there. Yeah.
Have you ever watched Nicola White?
Say it again.
Nicola White.
Nicola White.
Yeah.
No, sir, I haven't.
You need to look at mudlarking. I think you'd really like some of those videos.
Cool.
Because they find stuff all the way back to the Roman era.
Yeah, we'll take that, check it out. Mr. Lodak.
I'd like to meet hey you guys.
Right?
He's a good guy, I'll tell you what, he's fun. He's a hard-working miner too. Well, you better be able to keep up. Right. You can throw some dirt around, I'm telling you. You kept my old butt running.
So what we got? Question 19 now. We're almost done.
18.
I thought that.
Right. This is for just miners. Sorry, guys. Have you ever been sniping?
Not yet. I have a few spots I want to check out, but I just don't have the gear to do it yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
I just use a regular face mask and a snorkel. Take a good deep breath, go down there and do your shit and let it out a little at a time. And then when you get to the point where you gotta go, you better go up through there. That's all I do. I go up and down with the snorkel, regular snorkel.
Jeff?
No.
Fucking in Germany.
No snapping. No snapping.
I've heard of one
Yeah.
like Britain and England and around the shores of all that UK shit over there, but Never in Germany. I didn't know Germany had any shores to mudlark in.
Yes, in Vermont.
What do I know? All right. What is the one thing you won't go doing what you do without? Something you always put in your pack when you're going out to do either prospecting, mining, gold, metal detecting, whatever you're doing, rock hounding. Charlie?
The most important thing?
The thing you won't leave the house or won't go out without having it in your pack.
Snuffer bottle.
What's that?
Snuffer bottle.
Okay, well, that'll help you survive. Oh, there you go. Yeah. 380?
No.
Is that a 380?
40.
40. Cool.
This and a knife. Don't leave home without them.
Cool.
At nary
Terry?
point.
Well, my Pioneer pan, bro.
Your Pioneer pan, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the pack of cigarettes and Bic lighter. That's always a good
You gotta have a snuffer bottle to collect the gold, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Heath? What do you think?
Well, generally, no matter what I'm doing, I wind up always having a knife, and you never know when you may have to plop and squat, and you need a little shit paper in your back pocket.
TP.
Well, I can say I hope to have a coin one day that I have to carry no matter where I go.
Yeah, me
I
too.
always have to have it on me.
Me too. But shut up.
I'm just dreaming.
Me too, but quiet down about
I just
that.
saw the worry in Charles' eye. He's like, "Oh shit! Don't make me, Mr. Lodak pull out the silver."
I just hope one day I own one of
Charlie
them,
will
so I
flash
can
you.
always have it in my pocket.
He's not able to.
Yeah. All right, Robert, what's the one thing you won't go without when you're out hounding?
There's a shit ton of stuff that I always take with me. I mean, there's always essentials, which everybody's already mentioned. But
Oh yeah, you gotta have your essentials. But the one thing that kind of like superstitious, or you just make sure you have it because you need it.
well, it's not superstitious because I need it, but I was thinking
beer.
Oh, what?
I always take beer with me.
Oh, beer. Man's got to have a hobby.
Well, that's like a loaded question, though.
Yeah, cool. All right, Mr. Lodak, what do you think?
I always take my cell phone.
Oh, well, yeah, duh.
Charts.
They track me that way. They can
All
find
right,
me.
gentlemen, I have just interviewed 6 people, and we all carried it out to 20 questions. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Take the 20 question challenge. It's always fun. It's a good conversation piece, man. It kept us talking for over an hour. So
Right.
we're taking the 20 question challenge, gentlemen.
You have kept 14 people entertained, Mr. Mark Miller, with your questions. So just to let you know,
like I said, they're still here.
15 now.
So
We have another one.
nobody said I ain't answering that question on the grounds that it may incriminate me. Click.
Yeah. In the chat, Me Into Adventure said these are really good questions. And these are questions that you can adaptate to magnet fishing. You can switch it to rock hounding. You can take these questions, and if you're doing live streams or interviews, it's a good way to like do the stream, because you can ask those questions. It's basic. You can do it for every person that comes in, and we get to know them, understand what they take with them when they go out into the field or whatever that they're doing, and learn something.
I enjoyed having Mark pulling co-host duties. It left me all free to answer questions tonight. That's awesome. Thank you, Mark.
Here's the question for Mark.
I think he's on spinny break.
I was going to ask you on what day The Edmund Fitzgerald sank.
I think Gordon Lightfoot sang about that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. There's a hell of a documentary on YouTube about it.
I'll give you a hint. It sank on my birthday.
What do we win if we get your date? Nobody's Googling this either.
Nobody's Googling this either.
I won a Terry Brenner bag by guessing his fucking guessing the date of his car.
No, you had to get
Well,
the
Yeah, you
mileage.
did too, didn't
The
you?
mileage, yeah.
The
Was
mileage.
that
Yeah.
the one? Was that the bag I filled full of soap?
I don't know if I even got it. I don't even know if I haven't panned it.
Oh, I'm sure you got it.
Oh no, we had to guess. That was on Dennis's channel that we had to guess what kind of make and model his car was.
Yeah, and I
remember
just
that.
nailed it.
Jared,
I don't even know if I have not
You're-
panned it. If I received it, I'll have to look for that thing.
Oh, it's pretty good stuff.
I'm still waiting on packages from months and months ago, and still.
I have a lot of pay dirt bags that I haven't even touched.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I think there's a gram of gold in it, wasn't there?
We haven't gotten into this.
I think so, Terry.
Yeah.
You know what happens to the pay dirt I get in the mail? Whether I win it, because that's mostly, I throw it right in a bucket. I just open it up and throw it
Well,
right
mine are still in the actual bags they
So-
came in, but
so-
they're in a bucket though.
Yeah,
I got
everything
the
I
only-
got is ready to go.
the only bag
Scoop out and pan it up.
I've gotten was from Stu Easy.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
And
I've yet to buy one single thing of pay dirt yet from the internet.
yeah, I think I won it.
You get up here with Charlie and me, wherever he is, over there.
He's over
I
there.
have to look now, Terry, because I remember that bag.
Shit,
Yeah.
I think I have it somewhere. I just haven't actually panned it.
Well, you have to put that on a video, Jared.
yeah, shit freezes.
Well, that's the
salt.
thing is everybody's like, I win a lot of dirt, and people send me dirt, and they're like, "Oh,
Right.
please put me on your video," and I'm just like, "Yeah, well,
Yeah, whatever.
Ain't gonna
yeah."
do
5 years from now, I'll just have like 20 ounces.
Way into adventures I would be able to do that if you're sending it to the military base. I would think you'd be able to get that by. But you don't send it as dirt. You send it as a mineral sample or something.
Yeah, I think that's the way out to send stuff to Canada too. Like if Reg was to win something.
Yeah, I want to congratulate all of you on surviving the 20-question challenge.
Rig
It's not
bag.
that bad.
Rig bag.
Hey, Mark,
It was fun.
I've got a question for you now.
Okay.
What day did the Edmund Fitzgerald wreck?
Did it what?
What
Wreck.
day did Edmund Fitzgerald sink
Oh,
or wreck?
I thought you said something else. Okay. Yeah, I think it was November. Ooh, trick question. God damn it. November of 1978.
But what day in November? That was what I was wondering.
Oh, come on. Really? There's 30 of them fuckers. I can pick any one of them. Good grief. That's crazy. That's a trick question now. November, I'm thinking 12th.
Close. It's November 10th.
10th, okay.
What's
dun,
today?
dun. Is that right on the year?
Congratulations, Mark.
Did I get the year?
Robert's now going to send you a bag of jerky.
Yeah.
You're right, Rob.
It was November 10th. I'm not sure which year it was. Let me look that up.
All right. I wanted to make sure. I was 76 or 78. I'm not sure.
All I know is 18.
Probably be
we took a
77
little
because
trip.
I didn't say it.
But yeah, guys, I'll probably have to end this here pretty soon because it's already 1 o'clock here in the morning and I got to be up for work.
Oh, no shit, it is, huh?
2:00 here.
Yeah.
Never even looked at the clock.
It was 19. It was
That's why I was
75.
kind of rushing everybody through the 20 questions. I was like, hey, we gotta.
Yeah, Mr. Pushy.
It was 1975 that it went down.
75? Okay, I missed it by a year or 5 or 10.
I was 2 years old.
You, man. That was a good one.
2 years and 2 days, not bad.
It actually was a really good question.
I was 2 years old.
But anyway, yeah, if you have to end the stream, Charlie, do what you got to do, brother. You got to work.
We still got 15 people in the house. I really appreciate everybody that's still here. We've been on for 3 hours, and our average has been about 15 people on the stream.
Yep.
So really appreciate that. Join us next week, Monday, over at Jeff's channel. We'll be doing
next Thursday, right?
Yep, and I got one going next Thursday.
Thursdays, bro.
And I'll be doing those a little bit later, just because I'm not going to step on like Ohio River history or anybody else that we watch.
Yeah, don't clamp on nobody. Yeah.
So I'm doing 10:30 streams, and we'll go from there until about midnight. Usually, tonight we went a little bit long, but I'm all good with that.
And you're just starting out. All right, you get some sleep, big brother.
But good night.
If they want to call in right now, if you want to hit the after party, y'all need to call in right now. But we're getting ready to kill the live and go to the after party. So,
all right, Charlie.
All right, that link is up in chat. So if you want to call in, that's your chance to get in. Yeah. But I'm gonna end this for YouTube.
Yeah, you go to sleep, bro. Get some rest.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Night, Charlie.
Good night, YouTube.